saying? Like my brain damage is just it just sucks. Like if my shit was like Resident Evil, like the type of like my status on my brain, that should have say caution. Like,
Concerning.
you know what I'm saying? It like the concern would it be like the yellow caution or would it be like the orange caution? You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
guess
the
as
main
long as it's
concern.
not red.
Red would put me in danger.
You're probably there.
We are in a lot of danger. But nah, welcome back to another episode of the Unmannerly Project. I'm joined by the co-host, Miss Lady J.
What's up, people?
And she knows how to keep her job, unlike Less Hilarious and them. She's not being replaced anytime soon. So you ain't gotta try to beat nose bitch behind your position. We know y'all like to argue professionally in emails.
Nah, I ain't got time for that.
You got time for that? That's all right.
Nah.
They be like, per my last email. I'll be like, what? I mean, bitch, go look. Like I said, my last shit. What are some other
I do
things
that
people
enough during the week.
what are some other things that like professional assholes do at office work? You know what I'm saying? Like I know per my last email, I know was it to whom it may concern. As I
Not
stated
really.
previously. Oh,
Because when you don't know who you're addressing, most people just write to whom it may concern. So I wouldn't necessarily say that's like a.
that's not an asshole one. Give me another one then. Give me another one. I know you do
them. My favorites is if you see the attached below,
them.
basically go read because you don't know what you're talking about. Like, please see below.
Right. I know they hate that shit. Duly noted.
Oh yeah, because people enjoy just asking the same question or just not reading the entire thing, and I'm like, I'm not gonna reread this for you.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what you want, we got a problem.
I think that per my last email is like goated. You ain't beating that. You think you could top that one? Per my last
What,
email?
per my last email?
Yeah. Can you top that one?
Mm,
That's goated. That shit is goated.
I don't think so, because it depends on what's going on. Because you could say per your last email for a lot of things and still not really mean what you mean.
Yeah. That's like shit.
I just know a lot of my coworkers hate to see below. I'm like, I notice the higher you get, the more you try to make them do work. They don't like see below. They want the specific answer. I'm like, please see below. Please look at the attached.
Yeah. That was
Which means read.
Like you gotta earn your meal around this bitch.
I'm like, don't think just because you're my supervisor or you're my supervisor, you ain't gonna read.
Supervising.
And if you don't have time to read, yeah.
Who don't have time to read?
Go ahead.
Who don't have time to read? Like how busy do you think you are? Like I said,
depends.
How busy do you think you are?
Current things going on, it's a lot. So I've been giving some of my supervisors like a little bit of leeway, not a lot, but just enough because he's always doing something left or right. That's making us have to pivot almost every day.
I got you.
But if we weren't going through all of this, I wouldn't want to hear nothing.
Hell no. I
like
that underglow you got on your
I want to follow up, but I'd be like, well, here's your follow up because this is my email. Per the previous email, they don't like that neither.
Damn. What if you send them the trifecta? Like all that shit in one email. Per my last email, see below.
I've done that.
Damn, you a goblin. Damn.
I don't be caring.
You a goblin, dog. That's crazy.
Because you'd be surprised at how actually no, it's not. Management is the same everywhere that it is. I'm like, they be trying to clip you up. So I'm like, okay, well, let me go back to my recently sent messages and I'm going to CC everybody. You just tried to show off in front of them and be like, okay, well, here we go. For my previous email that you clearly did not read.
Below.
I'm like, don't do that. Don't attach my division chief and my supervisor and all this other extra being like, okay, well, I'm trying to get an update. Go through your emails. You would have seen my question 4 days ago. So now I gotta make you look stupid.
Well, I bet they be at that damn desk, red than a motherfucker. I probably just don't know what to type. Huh?
I said I highlight the date too.
Damn.
and keep everybody that's on there, and then they'll want to take everybody off and then respond to me, and I put everybody right back on there. I'm like, no, you started this, so let me help you out.
Out here in these business streets. How dare you be like this?
You don't got no choice but to be, especially in the government. It's either eat or be eaten.
Some people wouldn't mind.
I was like, again, I look nice. I'm not.
She's not.
I be trying to warn people.
Fuck. She is mean as fuck.
I'm like, I am friendly up to a certain point.
It's
if
like
you
when
get to that point where I'm about to get mad.
It's like the next time we in Philly. Like, she's so mean, y'all. Be like, not friendly. I walk down the street with her. Not friendly. Recall your man. Not friendly. And they shooting videos be killing me. That man be so serious. Like, he trying to stop somebody from getting executed. Not friendly.
I mean, you see what team I'm rooting for here? Are they friendly?
I don't know. They friendly to a certain extent.
Exactly. And most of them have actually been done wrong, and you wonder why they turned to the dark side, because people was doing something they shouldn't have.
Speaking of doing shit you shouldn't have, our first topic for this evening.
Oh dear.
Yep. So 3 women dine and dash at a Chicago restaurant and boasted about it online. At them.
We actually talked about this in the office.
Y'all did? Talking about them, thanks for the free food. What? All right, so look, man.
I'm like, y'all the dumbest criminals.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the problem with people. We live in a society where there are very little consequences for the shit y'all do. You know what I'm saying?
Because we don't believe in shame anymore. We're not shaming people. Because at first I thought you were going to bring up the other thing that the grown women were doing, and people are surprised.
Oh, talking about at Disney World?
Huh?
At Disneyland, Disney World?
Yes, I thought you were going to bring that up.
I'm talking about that shit tonight, too. Let's go ahead and hit that shit.
I don't understand why people think it's like, you see what I mean? But I was like, again, it depends on where you're at. If you know you're going to a kid event, why would you dress like a hoe and then want to be like, it's okay? And by saying, you wonder why these kids messed up. Because the people around you really ain't helping. I'm like, it's getting to the point you can't take your kids nowhere. Everything is about adults. First of all, I don't understand why y'all at Disney anyway. I get Disney adults and stuff like that. At least those ones dress appropriately. But to go to a kid's park and dress like that? Seriously?
That's hoe behavior.
But I guess this is what happens when we make hoish behavior popular instead of shaming it, because we all love the easy women, so now they're just out here doing whatever, not giving a good goddamn about nothing.
Yeah. Problem is,
there's no shame.
Yeah, that kind of goes into, giving women, they could just do whatever they want and feel justified and empowered in everything that they do. So these hoes probably thought they was gonna feel empowered, going around all these damn kids and daddies to turn around and look and see how much attention they gonna get.
Reading some of the comments, I'm like, this is why some women are delusional, because you've had the other delusional ones backing them up. You could wear whatever you want, even if it's a kid's theme park. No, it's a kid's theme park.
First of all, all the bitches should be.
Kid.
We need to get them hoes registered on
any theme park. Let's just get that fact straight, period. I'm like, what ride are you getting on with your skirt basically all the way next to your cooch?
They don't care.
What are you doing?
They don't care about that. They just feel like this their natural body, and if you look, you a pervert, or it's none of your business what I wear. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I look good enough to wear it, then I'm gonna wear it type shit.
The crazy part about it. That's what I was like, again, I'm all for you empowering yourself, but to a certain extent. And these be the same dumb hoes that be like, well, I'm classy. No, you're not. You're trash. Sorry. You're ghetto trash. No offense, but don't come over here and bougie lane. You ain't nothing like us. Stay over there.
Damn.
We don't do that. We dress like we have sense. A lot of people, then again, a lot of people hate modest women. So it's like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I'd rather be modest than be a hoe. Sorry.
Absolutely. You just leave nothing for the mind to wonder.
Show for free. What I need to talk to you for? It's more of a challenge to go for somebody where you already don't see everything. It leads more to the imagination. When I already see everything, there's nothing to imagine anymore. It's right there. It's free.
Yeah.
And they be the same ones wondering why they attack the same type of trifling ass man. I'm like, you a trifling female. What you think is gonna happen?
Trifling bitch. Like, oh. Be like Dave Chappelle.
which is funny because I came across someone's TikTok and I wanted to send it to you, but I accidentally scrolled down. This man asked this woman what was her favorite fruit, and she said apple pie. All he said was, "You raggedy bitch."
You raggedy bitch. Apple pie is your favorite fruit? Are y'all fucking serious?
When you say it, it's like I couldn't stop
you
laughing.
Trifling bitch.
I want to see if I can find it because it's just like it sounds like it's the same voice, but it's two different people. But I had to write in the comments. I was like, "Look, I wanted to be with you, but you made it funny." I said, "What'd you do that for?" I'm like, "Please don't come for me." Man. She's still wrong, but that was funny. I wasn't expecting him to say that.
You trifling bitch. That's crazy. Like this say, what's your favorite fruit? Motherfuckers say apple pie. I thought the bitch was gonna say Elton John or, you know what I'm saying, Freddie Mercury. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker said what?
She said apple pie.
Apple
and
pie.
I was like, again, y'all wonder why some of y'all alone. With ridiculous answers like that.
Terrible. People are terrible.
Like, I wish a man would say something like that to me. You're right. I'm getting up and leaving because I ain't got no money.
You just exiting. just exit.
I'm just gonna exit. I was like, you're not telling a joke. Nothing. You really want some money. I gotta go.
Yeah, don't even say nothing. Just get up and just don't even look at him on the way out. Just turn and go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna abandon.
But this is the future. These are the women that society helped create.
Absolutely. So, and
I can't really be mad at them because when you're going against the grain, I'm like, the hell, the men didn't want modest women. Now you looking for them. Well, you wanted the hoes. Now there's too many of them out here. Make up your mind.
That's like everybody.
And if you don't know what you want, leave the dating pool. Go sit by yourself. Go away.
Look, now everybody looking for bitches with little booties. Now they tired of the BBLs. They want little booty bitches. That's how the Coil Ray bitches be winning now.
I'm trying to figure out why are we making certain things trendy? Who cares? Know. If you like what you like, go for it.
Like what you like. Don't get pressured into liking something that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Be with your boys. Y'all go to a titty bar.
They be right here wondering why they married to the same type of woman. I'm like, yeah, because you all are creating the same type of woman.
Yeah.
Duh. Women are not gonna want to sit right here and be single. They're gonna want to do what you like to attract you. And vice versa. That's how it works. But nobody is original. Y'all all want the same thing. You follow trends. I'm like, when we start making body parts trends, we all lose. Because y'all all look for the same thing. But yet that hollow shell can't do nothing for you.
Can we make pussy a trend? Let's make that a trend. Make that shit.
I mean,
make pussy great again. You know what I'm saying? Like, pussy can't be that bad. You got studs walking around wishing, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog.
Some of them be some OVOs.
Man.
Of a vaginal option.
And we're canceled. And like, what if that was like the deciding factor? You know what I'm saying? Like, out of all the shit that's been said on here, what's your favorite?
I don't care. You know we talk about everybody on here. We defend everybody. We also talk about everybody. If y'all don't like it, too bad.
Hey,
get over it.
Look, speaking of offending everybody, I was pissing people off. I pretty much do it all the time. That's why I don't have a Facebook no more. You know what I'm saying?
Because you a troll.
I'm not a troll. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a troll. But like, I think that remember that it was two white boys. One white boy that was a twin got killed. Black kid stabbed one of them in the heart, smoked his ass, killed him, and everybody was like,
"Is that the recent one
about the track meet?" Yeah. Black boy that stabbed that white boy in the chest, and it's like his brother died in his arms. It was so many different stories and shit. but what came out was it was self-defense. Them two white boys tried to jump him. And instead of doing what white people doing, killing everybody in the stadium, he just killed one cracker. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all
Yeah,
they
but
did.
the odds are never in our favor.
That never is. But Frisco PD had put something out saying that there's no assigned seating in that stadium at all. You know what I'm saying?
There's no seating in anything that has something to do with some freaking college anything or
Man,
high
look,
school. It is not that deep.
The one
Y'all not getting paid.
The one that fucked around and found out he had sucker punched the boy and then took his phone, dropped that motherfucker, broke it and shit, and he got jumped by them two boys and he stabbed one of them in the damn chest. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming out of self-defense. You got 200+ pound people trying to jump you, and they're like, "Well, why does he have a knife?"
This is America.
Like,
he's self-defense and he's still gonna get the maximum. They don't care.
No, because and Antonio Brown, he's involved in another story, but like Antonio Brown,
especially depending on what state he in.
Texas.
They really gonna care even less.
I think it's Texas.
Oh.
Is it Texas? I ain't mistaken. I don't know. I don't know what state it is, but
as
apparently,
long as it's not one of them racist white ones.
Yeah, no, the police department. No, the police department ended up, putting something out. And what the fuck that shit say?
I gotta believe it to see it because they'll lie. They put a lot of stuff out and then contradict themselves.
Yeah, but it came out of self-defense. That boy, it was proven. And
oh no, I believe it's self-defense because ain't nobody like high schoolers at some track meet. It's not like it's never that deep.
Yeah,
it's just never that deep.
I was like,
but unfortunately, we just live in a very interesting country.
all the racist shit that was said in the comments, and they were like, "See what happens when you sit in the wrong seat with a black person, and this and this and this and this, and they stab you." I'm like, white people, y'all kill people for a lot less than
that. The crazy part about it is, you hear it self-defense. No, y'all making it up. That's their mind frame. They don't care.
Yeah.
People do not care about the truth when you have that much hatred. It doesn't matter. Them two young white boys ain't do nothing. And watch, it's going to be a whole march and something go wrong. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Don't nobody care. Yeah, y'all been doing stuff to black people for years.
Yeah, everybody up to my, where's his social media post? Say his name. Like, fuck him. Them niggas started a fight. You fucked around and found out. When you fight, nowadays you got to fight to kill. You know what I'm saying? Like, Buddy was saying like Charleston White.
I'm not saying, why are you raising bullies? That too.
Exactly.
I'm like, what are y'all even messing with him for about a seat? There's no such thing as assigned seating. You all did not pay a ticket that says you have seat H123.
No.
It's a freaking bench with no numbers. You sit where you please.
Yeah.
And you're in high school.
Yeah. He said when the black kid approached him about the seat, the reason was like he was sitting down in his spot first, and he went to go do something and came back. Of course, you snooze, you lose, and in a section where there are no assigned seats, you snooze, you lose.
Yeah, pretty much.
But when the black boy addressed him about like, hey man, I was sitting right there, blah blah blah. One of the dudes sucker punched him, and then the other one took his phone and broke it. So dude took out his knife and stabbed his ass.
So this is sounding more like contributory negligence. So no, because at the end of the day, there's no assigned seats on no bench. You didn't pay for it.
People saying it was like a mutual, like, regular physical combat started, but it was initiated by the white boy. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Argue about anything. You know what I'm saying? But
nowadays, I ain't got time to be arguing not nary one of y'all, because even though you're most likely wrong, because again, if you're at an event where there's no assigned seating, I'm not gonna say something like, "Hey, I was sitting there first." You snooze, you lose. You don't have no ticket that says that this is your seat. This is not a movie theater. This is not a plane. This ain't nothing.
Did you hear that?
Hit the bricks. What?
Okay, I live behind Waffle House. Some nigga started his car. It sounded like Iron Man left that motherfucker. I'm like, damn. I stopped. I was like, what the fuck am I hearing? Damn, Jarvis, wait. I was like, damn, that shit close as hell.
It was real. That looked like so much fun.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'd be scared to fucking be that high in the air.
You probably would, and can't swim, so don't go over the ocean. No.
Why you put my business out there like that, y'all?
Ah, shut up.
You see this shit? You see how I get treated? I get my business thrown out there?
We need you to live. You don't need to be
Yeah, I
nowhere
can't
near the
swim.
ocean.
So what? I'm a 34-year-old landlubber. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't swim. That's why I
Yeah,
joined the
pretty much.
army. That's why I
All
go
you
to the
need for
Navy.
all you need is for the Iron Man suit to start acting funny like it was in the movies and get ready to drop out the sky.
It ain't even that.
We can't even
Like
get you to we can't
I
even get you to skydive. You ain't getting in that.
nigga, nigga, I get a dysfunctional Iron Man suit when I get in and he just start walking towards a large puddle. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't stop him, nigga. Just no, driver, stop this. Like it's just like a slow walk down into a fucking lake. You know what I'm saying? Like they pull my fucking ass out of there, dog. I'll be dead, but mad in the motherfucker. I mean, man, I would fuck around and get that kind of damn Iron Man suit. I'll fuck around and get the one that don't have fart ventilation. You know what I'm saying? I'll get the Iron Man suit. Fart and be like rip, make a big rip. You know what I'm saying? And I don't got no damn ventilation.
You just trap.
Hey, yeah, hold on. I need to take this call. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Okay. My bad. All right, y'all. We back. I thought I was gonna have to perform a rescue mission for my dear old brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm the one in the family, you know what I'm saying? You could call me. I might not come when you want me to, but I'll be there right on time. You feel me? Now for my boss, it was like that Drake meme when they be like, he do this, and then the bottom part of me, he'd be like this. It's like when my boss called me, I'm just like, I ain't coming out nowhere. It's raining. But when my brothers call me, shit, I'm like, what you need?
I mean, family is family. Work is work. I ain't coming out for them neither. I don't care.
Man, I was thinking ahead too. I got my rubber boots in the back seat. Got a bitch looking like them cave divers. You know what I'm saying? The feet be like.
They could probably pay me to, come out there. It's like it's gonna be $1,000 an hour.
$1,000 an hour, shit. They don't even want to. They be wanting to wait till the disaster almost gone for 2 weeks before they want to work on some people's stuff. Man, hell no. Like, I'll be back with y'all like in 2 to 3 business weeks. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
Not 2 to 3.
But anyway, back on these hoes, man. These bitches at the Disneyland. Why y'all wear shit like that around little kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want attention that bad? You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know if it's attention. It's just, do you even care?
They don't. I mean, obviously they don't care. But it's like you bitches don't think about shit. A little bit, but it's fine. It looks fine. Oh no, she dipped out on us, y'all. All right, man. Now that she's gone, let me get to the real shit. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, unfortunately, our society's just going straight into debauchery. This is all it is.
That's crazy. I hate it here. I low-key, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We like to see it, you know what I'm saying, from the street person's point of view, but not around the kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to have a line where it's like, okay, now we're not doing this. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be a point where the whole mentality has to stop. You know what I'm saying?
Should be no whole mentality, period. But that's what humans like. Man. It's always gonna be easy women around, because don't nobody really want to try, and now everybody mad that you got more hoes than women with standards. Well, that's a society you help create. Sorry.
Hey, it was a TikTok I seen about hoes, and it's like when the final stage of a hoe is a church hoe. You know what I'm saying? When they try to get their life together and they at that final stage where they done what they hoeing, but now they want to do it in church. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to capture you want to bag the prize, the preacher or the preacher's son or the deacon board man. You know what I'm saying? It just like, when does it stop? You know what I'm saying?
Like, I mean, you're not a church person then. You just a demon going to church.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the final stage of a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Is doing
a final stage of a hoe would be somebody giving up their hoish ways. But if you're just gonna be a hoe and go to church, you still the same. You're the same person, same demon. And then even what you do bag, I'm like, most of them, those church people are not what you want, and some of them are far worse than the monsters that's out here not praising the Lord.
Man, what? You see him all the time, man. I was watching Predator Poachers, and they had caught some dude, you know what I'm saying, at the church. He invited an 11-year-old to mass as one of the Catholic people. Yeah, he tried to invite them to mass.
You told me.
Tell him, does mass hurt? No. But nah, man,
No,
they
as
really.
soon as you said Catholic, it reminded me of a joke that he told, and I'm like, Mike, go do some work. Get out my face.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it now. I need to laugh.
How did it go? What's the difference between Woody from Toy Story and a Catholic priest?
What?
Woody goes limp, but a kid walks in the room.
Wow. That is fucked. That is fucked.
Like, get out of my office. Before Alex come by, I want to be like, what are y'all doing? He just telling an adult joke.
be the right Alex come through and be like, hey sir, so sorry to meet you like this, you know. We got papers. If I swear to dad, bro, if I see Alex Rosen talking to you with a fistful of papers, I know something about you. Like, and just know the fried pickles are being delivered as we speak. Man, them motherfucking people he be catching online and Predators be fucking hilarious. And it's like they walked up in an inbred house where it's like they just a bunch of like trailer park trash. And like he's like, I hope everything is fine. You know, sorry for the smell. We have a bunch of animals. Like, no, man, the smell is exquisite. Like, it's the best thing I've smelled all day. He's like, I can't wait to smell, sit down in your bed, you know. Like the man house just stank. They got cats, dogs, old people. You know what I'm saying? A deadly combination. Oh man. But yeah, he catch all kind of pedos, P3DOs. I'm gonna start saying P3DOs, like say like it's Star Trek, not Star Trek, Star Wars or some shit. It's P3 P3DO. This is a molestation droid. Let me stop. That's terrible.
I'm not fooling with you.
But nah, man, these people at Mass got mad that he came at church. And he's like, well, this is where this is where your son told the 11-year-old to meet him. We have to come here. Like, he didn't invite him to your house. And, you know, which I can respect the hell out of that. You know, he be saying that shit. I respect the hell out of that. He don't even mean that shit. He just be saying it to just cushion people blow or whatever. But that should be funny as fuck. And he's like, but yeah, people mad.
The other ones that's gonna put you in the dirt. Be careful doing that.
Oh my God, them shits be funny as fuck too. They be slapping niggas in the stores. They're like, hey man, you here to meet 11-year-old? He's like, whoa, what? Smack. They go, ah. They want to cry. Like, no, don't cry now, pussy. Like, get up. That shit be funny as fuck. Hey, I seen one that had a little Asian predator on there, a little Japa pred. You know what I'm saying? He grabbed that boy by the fucking under his arms like a baby and heaved his ass up. And then the next thing you know, the other guy just slapped him out of nowhere like the fucking alley-oop. That shit had me crying. I watched it about 50 times, though. He smacked that nigga and then by the way, like the noise he made after he got slapped was just, it was amazing. Shit was great. I was like, dog, I'm fucking crying now, y'all, because, like, the shit was hilarious. It's like, I don't condone violence at all.
Yes, you do. Shut up.
Fuck them niggas up, man. Fuck them niggas up.
The audacity to sit right here and lie 20 episodes in, knowing daggone well you condone it. Many episodes of you condoning it. Shut up.
Somebody mute her mic. Mute her mic. She's saying too much. Mute that mic. But no, man, that shit.
Episodes.
Go back to what do you mean? That shit AI, man. That ain't me. I ain't saying none of that. In the videos, I ain't had dreads.
The color is wrong.
Shut your ass up. See, she's doing these jokey jokes. You know what I'm saying? I changed the logo and everything. If you go on the page, you see it now. Talking about it looks great, but the color ain't right. I'm thinking about what the fuck she talking about. The color ain't right. And I thought about it. I was like, motherfucker.
Because I don't know why you think you are darker than what you really are.
Damn, that shit got bright as hell.
It really did.
Nigga,
what in the world?
The void showed up. That's what the fuck happened. It's like all this brightness, and then this like black little
But
void just comes
it's
out of
usually
nowhere.
bright like that with or without her there. So I was wondering what is wrong with your camera.
Fuck, Pepper. Let me find out. I look clean as fuck, nigga. I look like I look like a easy rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Okay,
like,
there we go. Now it's adjusting back to its normal.
okay, I was gonna say, damn, had me looking like motherfucking Grey Poupon. Like, how dare y'all?
Maybe he'll see his real skin color.
Shut your ass up. See, that's what we was talking about, man. She just be
He's not as yellow as that band on his mic. I don't know why he keep thinking he's somewhere in my melatonin color.
What are you talking about? I gotta cover the yellow. Yeah, gotta cover the yellow. Like, what? I was talking like this because I'm sensitive now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta talk like these rappers now. You feel me? Gotta hold a mic like this. You know what I'm saying?
It's a daggone shame. Y'all almost the same shade. You yellow. Get over it.
Pepper, what you got to say about this shit?
Pepper don't care. She black. She didn't know you'll never be as dark as her.
I would never be as dark as her. But man, boy, your ass retarded. Nah, I don't even want to let go of my mic like this no more.
I can still see it.
Yeah, it is. There you go. That's why I got another one. You gonna fuck around and catch another color next week, y'all.
That's fine. You still high yellow.
No, I ain't. What you talking about? I'm like, I'm
little house ninja.
The fuck was that laugh? God's Gujira. Motherfucking laugh like a raptor. You ever see when the little kid
raptor again?
Hey, when the kids were stuck in the damn
animal. You piss me off. Don't make me go shop.
I'd be like Kermit the Frog. My bad, shouty.
We know how you feel about that. I will shop.
Shop? What are you talking about? Oh, never mind. Let me stop. I'm like, what am I talking about? But man, we got a show for y'all, man. I know we about half an hour in. Possibly, I don't fucking know no more. The timer restarted on OBS. But yeah, man. Bitches.
We've been to find out later.
We are finna find out. We just got to do 3 hours just in case. Like, right. But no, man, these bitches must be stopped, man. This is what happened when a bitch go through life just unchecked. Like, why are you wearing that? Ain't nobody checking you hoes, man.
You can't check somebody that's not yours. That's the problem.
That's crazy. Somebody really grandma just look. One of the bitches probably walk past somebody's grandma. They were just like, you know, like old people face just judge before they start judging.
But old people judge women when they was wearing jeans, so who really cares about their opinion? I'm gonna be honest, they don't know what they like, what they don't like. I'm like, look, that generation is annoying anyway.
I used to hate when an old bitch used to tell the bitch that I'm dating, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all acting like this, y'all so nasty and this and this and this and this, but bitch, you got 17 kids. Grandma, how the fuck you gonna tell me we too nasty?
To be fair, is it 17 kids with one man? Is it 17 kids with multiple men?
Multiple men will make it even worse. Granted, you was a hoe. You was like,
that's my point. You can have 17 kids, but you're one man. It's a problem when you got 17 kids and you got 10 baby daddies.
God, dog, 17 joints.
But that's the thing. I don't mind. No woman should mind being a hoe for her husband.
No, not for the husband. Shit.
That's who you supposed to keep. So she doing what she's supposed to. It's when you want to start having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 19 baby daddies or baby mothers. And want to be like, this is cool, but this is what we made cool. We made this crap seem like it's cool.
I hate it. So what was your opinion about this bitch? These 3 hoes that Dine and dashed.
Dumb.
Why would y'all post that shit, bro?
But it's the same way, because it's the one from, the same kids from Chicago that beat up that special needs person, posted it, and now they all sitting in jail looking at adult time. And I'm like, you're dumb.
Who beating up special ed people?
Yeah, it's like these 17-year-olds. They thought they was going to get away with it because they were minors in Chicago, beat up this special needs guy. Actually, you robbed him and almost killed him. Damn. But they charged all y'all as adults, and now y'all all sitting in jail, and they was crying at everything, thinking that, well, we was minors. Y'all can't use that for everything. Nobody cares that you're minors now. If you want to do adult crimes, you're doing adult time, and y'all all in jail for life.
Like,
And it
just
makes
like
it
the
worse because you
hoes, it
try
got
to
to
rob.
it got to be a boundary. Like, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable as a young nigga. Like,
How about
what
you
do we?
staying in your place? You are 7. You want to be a minor? Be a minor. Minors ain't out here trying to do adult stuff. And you adults, shame on y'all for roping these minors into stuff. But some of y'all minors, y'all doing some stuff when y'all own. Lately, y'all been just doing stuff when y'all own. It's not even an adult at this point.
You said they beat up a disabled person.
Yeah, he was meant to. They didn't know he was special needs.
I was about to say, like, how retarded was he? Because some of these niggas
he's
say they
retarded enough for
retarded.
them to get life.
Damn.
And you made it worse. Them kids are never getting out.
Was
and
he
you're
like
all
he
black,
was like
and
how
y'all stupid enough to post it on Facebook? Did a whole Facebook live doing it? I say you all are dumb.
And that
this is why they think black people dumb.
Like, you gotta set up
like this.
Yeah, you set up your phone and all that. That's premeditated. You knew what you was about to do.
Yeah, that made it worse.
Yeah.
See, but because they're minors, they didn't think it was going to be that bad. I'm like, no, you all intentionally was going to rob and hurt somebody. Facebook Live did, and people are calling 911, telling 911 where you're at right now. And then he's special needs on top of it. And they didn't know he was special needs until after the fact, which makes it a lot worse.
So he was not one of the ones in like a wheelchair or nothing?
No.
Like, no? Okay, I saw a video. Somebody was scrapping with a nigga in a wheelchair, but he had like 3 short limbs. You know what I'm saying? I hope he was handicapped. You know what I'm saying?
I really hope he lost to the person in the wheelchair, because I'm like,
I didn't see the video. It's one of the videos where you just see it plays a little bit when you scroll over it, but I just kept scrolling because I saw the nigga in the wheelchair like a little tree.
They out here fighting folks who are special needs, and they disabled, and you still lose. You deserve to be under the jail for the rest of your life, just getting beat up.
You belong to this nigga. I think it should be a law that you belong to that special needs person from now on. You're responsible for their health, welfare, care, all of that shit. You are now their Alfred. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. But I'm like, hey, you all just want to attack random people, do you? And scream, I'm a minor. I'm like, over there in Chicago. I'm like, yep, got them kids, because y'all dumb enough to Facebook Live it. I'm like, we all remember that one. I'm like, you all cannot be this dumb. Just like them. You're dumb. If you're going to do a crime, don't post it. What is wrong with you? You're not going to get clout. And then, to make matters worse, they reserved it, which means they have your actual name, your phone number, your house number, and your email address, and your house address, which means they can find you anyway. You made a reservation to Dine and Dash.
You fucked up, right? I'm talking about, it made it look even worse. Because it was 3 niggas at a place. They bought a bunch of fried food, fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, dog, man. Like,
the moment that I heard you made a reservation, I was like, you all are the stupidest people I've ever met. Stupidest is not a word, but that's what we're going to say today. Y'all the stupidest people.
They could have at least put the reservation and a different name.
Who cares if you're going to accidentally put your actual address? What does it matter? They're going to be like, hey, yeah, that's them. They matched the camera footage. You could have... Why even make a reservation?
Well, they ain't got to run nowhere in the place they going to be at. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't even got to pay for this shit. It's free.
Uh-huh. And so is that jail sentence you might be getting ready to serve.
And you better not piss too.
And then it depends on what y'all spent. So however much y'all spent, I'm like, if you go over a certain amount, that could be considered a federal crime.
I think it was like I think it
was
almost 200. I think it was about $200 probably. Yeah.
I wonder what Chicago's thing is to see if it goes past state, because they've been lowering that.
Really?
And like, yeah, they be wanting people to get in federal trouble at this point because they sick of people.
Yeah. I be watching the videos on YouTube when they catch them bitches that be shoplifting. That should be funny as hell, boy. Like, what are you talking about? Sound like Whoopi Goldberg. I'm not shoplifting. Like, yeah, you was, bitch. You on camera.
Look, as someone who's done it once, at least I was 16. I've done it once. Learn, if I don't have no money, I'm not going somewhere where I know I want to buy stuff. I might get handsy. Well, stay home.
This nigga said I might get handsy. I might get handsy.
I might want to be like 5-finger discount. Slide into my pocket.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I was 16 though. It just, unfortunately, it was just around the wrong people. Got these demons in my ear. But no,
we've all
not
done
worth
some fucked up shit. We've all done some fucked up shit in the early teenage years. Oh my gosh.
But at least I learned it in my early teenage years where I don't have to be worried about being tried as an adult, because y'all stuff about to be taken. Y'all about to start being tried as adults at 13 if y'all don't stop.
That shit's crazy, man. Like, these
and they
bitches
work
is dumb.
doing that, and these states are agreeing.
Yeah.
And trust to believe that's not going to make the news. A lot of the laws that are getting ready to be passed are not going to make the news, and you wonder why your 13-year-old's getting tried as an adult. It's going to be legal.
Yep. Texas.
I'm like, well, oh Lord, what is Texas doing now?
Texas Senate passes bill to ban soda, chips, and candy for food stamps. Bitches, the big backery in the comment was crazy. People did have some good points, like, okay, well, now lower the prices of healthy foods. That way, you know.
They was never going to do that.
They're like, nah, bitch, y'all ain't eating no more Pop-Tarts. Shit like that.
But I'm trying to figure out.
Well, no, it says soda, chips, and candy. So they can still get water.
But I'm still trying to figure out, so are they piggybacking off what the executive order already making the whole country do anyway? Like, what is the point of that? Are you making sure it's enforced?
I think it's down to the states, isn't
it? Trump already signed that. He said that's over with. He also signed a thing where you can't pass down your EBT to your kids. You can't pass down Section 8. He got rid of all of that. So for all the people who are able and you can work, you better go find a job quick, because he's planning on putting y'all out immediately, expeditiously. You and your kids, whether they're grown or not, they don't care. If you can get a job, get one. But ain't no more of that sharing EBT. You could pass it down to your family, which I didn't even know was a thing. I'm like, yeah, that's a waste of money, because you shouldn't be able to pass that down to your kids.
Bitch, why don't y'all bitches just go to the military?
That was dumb in the first place. Well, they already lazy. They ain't going to the military.
There's some lazy bitches in the military. I don't like. You got the paperback. You know,
that's not good. So now you want to take the extra lazy ones in the military. They already sitting at home not doing nothing and don't need to get a job, because they just gonna get passed down the EBT into Section 8. And he's sectioning off where you can go. So that means a lot of y'all gonna be in these raggedy neighborhoods. Sorry.
Ooh.
So that means no more wanting to be in the suburbs and none of that, because he feels like the government shouldn't be paying for it. I'm like, why you got people out here who got a real job paying close to $2,900 in rent and up, while you all paying bare minimum and the government's covering it? They're cutting it. They're going to start putting you over there. Like, no, if you want to live that way, you're going to look like you live that way now.
Damn. Cold-blooded. Changing all that.
Trump is not playing. He's like, look, if you want to live like the people who got the nice houses, get a job like them. We're not covering that, which you should have never been covering in the first place.
Orange man bad.
He being bad to the middle class and the poor, because he's still not really doing nothing to the rich, because it's the poor that's taking majority of the hits, because middle class can't get on EBT or Section 8 anyway, so we don't care.
Yeah.
And he being nice, because he wanted to get rid of it, period. And be like, look, if you can't afford food, that's too bad. If you need to be happy, I'm letting you. He said he need to be happy. I'm letting you get some vegetables. You worried about that? I can take it completely, and you can get nothing. I'm like, look at that. I'm like, y'all complete. I'm like, go right ahead. You think that man that listening, he don't know y'all complaining? Yes, he do. He waiting for y'all to sit right here and think you gonna go protest about some snacks. Next thing you know, it's gonna be one thing cut.
Yep. He gonna start doing mandatory piss tests, shut you bitches up. Like, but that's not fair.
No, he could just write an order to completely abolish it, as if Section 8 and EBT stamps never existed, and the government will save money.
There'd be so many fucked up
and they will be able to legally go put y'all out of everything expeditiously. You see how quickly these people got fired? That's how quickly they could put you out your house. So I advise you stop complaining.
And it's all because of the bitches that just do shit the wrong way. Just abuse the system, and the people that need the shit gotta suffer for it, you know?
Yes. Well, he is with like people who are actually need to be on it. Like if you're actually disabled, you can't work and you can literally prove it. And he has been checking out some of these doctors and stuff like that. And their licenses have been being revoked for just writing up any old daggone thing for people. That man is really not playing.
Even some people really, like, because they could still be like claimed disabled, but then they're able to actually do shit. But they just rather just collect the money. Like your disability had like where does
that
this
man
stop?
said
You know what
if you
like,
physically cannot work, as in if you cannot work a cash register, he made it so simple to where if you basically, even somebody with Down syndromes can get a job, so can you. You don't have Down syndrome, and we're not going to go find a doctor that's going to give you one because he's revoking their licenses.
That's
because
crazy.
He's been all up in the hospitals firing some of them too. So, which I did not know, the government has a whole bunch of legal rights over and these colleges. So it's going to be real interesting.
Damn.
When I tell you that man is on a warpath, he's on a warpath for every daggone body, and it's the middle class and below.
Damn,
but this is what y'all this is what y'all wanted. This is what happens when you take advantage of stuff, though. Then you're teaching the next generation to just be lazy, just like you. What you expect when they turn out just like you?
Well, what I'm gonna do? I can't get a job. Well, bitch, you better sell some pussy or something. Like,
and then on top of it, it's gonna make matters even worse because now you got the people who were fired from the government that have far more experience. They're about to take all the people who don't really need them experience as jobs because they're gonna rather have them than them.
Damn. Cold.
So for the people who got master's degrees and all this other extra, they're gonna start replacing people who got certificates, bachelors, associates. Y'all worth more, unfortunately.
Well,
and they're gonna want to pay them.
Hi, baby. She's so. I just about to give you a compliment too.
Yeah, and he doing stuff with the IT stuff. He want to let them go because he finds them useless. I'm like, oh my gosh, sir.
He finds them useless.
Yeah.
I would how you say that shit to him. You're pretty sucky. I don't like what you do. Yes, I've already reset.
It's not cool, but he's like, and that's the reason right there. I'm like, you all need to chill on when to make AI because that's gonna be the first job gone. AI, IT.
Yep.
Nope. They don't, and they're working on it. I'm like, you have the IT working on the computer that's gonna take y'all jobs. That's crazy work. And Elon Musk is all for it. So I don't know what y'all gonna do. IT basically just became useless.
Pepper, please stop.
So I feel bad for people who are getting AI certificates and associate degrees just to be replaced by exactly what you're supposed to be working on. You basically become obsolete. You became obsolete just that quick. Damn. And y'all can thank Elon Musk for that.
Everybody say thanks, Elon.
Because once the stuff starts getting set in the government where AI can start just generating people pay, just start doing stuff, you make people obsolete. We don't need you. And we don't got to pay it. And it's sellable. So if they want to sell it to these companies, it'd be like, well, y'all can start getting rid of some of y'all staff too. That's what's going to happen.
Shit's going to be like Cyberdyne real soon. It's gonna be like,
and that's why I was like, for all you people that's complaining that you don't want to come into work, I bet you a computer will come into work and be on time. You can sit at home. I advise you stop.
That's fucking crazy. That's the way it's going now.
I'm like, nope, I'm going straight over to my good government job. Y'all lost y'all mind. No complaints. I don't want to get up at 4:30 in the morning, but he's not playing. He's coming for everybody, of course, except the rich. But it's not looking good.
Nah. Did you see this shit on TikTok where some bitch went viral? She says that her $11,000 nose job gave her the courage to get divorced. Motherfucker, what are you doing? What are you doing? You see this shit?
You want to run that back? I'm sorry. I think I blinked out after I heard $11,000 nose job gave you.
She got $11,000. This bitch knows looks
So
like.
what you did was use him to get that nose job, and then you wanted to leave him. That's what you did.
Exactly. Yeah. Empowerment. Woman empowerment. We was talking about the bitches earlier. We talking about this bitch now. This bitch knows. I don't know. Can you see this fucking nose?
No.
No, just look at the silhouette on my phone. Look
I'm
at her
trying,
nose.
but it might not. It's giving her a toucan nose on one
That's
side.
exactly what she has. She got this big ass Tookie ass nose. She got a toucan Sam. This bitch is like Pinocchio was about to lie. Motherfucking nose is like, all right. That shit longer than a motherfucker.
That's the nose job she got done. That's what she wanted.
No, that was her nose before. That bitch had a street sign on her face. That bitch nose is like, what's that nigga on One Piece? She like that motherfucker.
Usopp.
Yeah, she got that Usopp ass. Ooh, stop ass nose. Ooh. Look at this shit. The one with my.
So how does she look now?
It still look bad. Let me zoom in so you can see this shit. It still look bad.
Oh, people was probably making fun of her.
She still got a big ass nose. Look at that big ass nose still. That bitch like a
Not
damn.
bad. It looks like she cut off about half. I said she cut off half.
That bitch got a double barrel shotgun on her face.
I mean, that's not that bad though. We've seen some terrible. Like if you go watch Botch, we've seen some terrible nose jobs.
That bitch got an elbow. That bitch got an elbow on her face. Her shit shaped like.
At least hers is not that bad. I mean, I don't approve of any type of surgery. I'm like, learn to love yourself. Who cares what the world defines as beauty? Because beauty changes every day. So
yes, this shit right here. She said she got the courage to get divorced. Can you imagine that shit? Like helping that bitch get a. If I was him, I'd take it back. Like get this nose back. You know what I'm saying? Like I know he got receipts. Can you unsurgery some shit?
He can ask the court technically.
He technically owns that nose.
I must say, if the court can find foul play, like, okay, well, I only married them to get a nose job. Yeah.
Shit. Fuck that.
So but that's what people do anyway when they feel like, okay, now I look better, I can do better.
Yeah.
Sure. Because you do realize your kid's still gonna be born with your original nose, right? Stupid. What? Man, just because you got that doesn't. That's not.
That bitch no bigger than a motherfucker.
I think a lot of women forget when they sit right here and get plastic surgery done, that's not your real face. Your kids are going to have your real face, your real nose, your real ears, your real body. It doesn't matter.
All of that.
It's not yours. We can clearly see what's happening with Kim Kardashian's daughter. I'm like, of course she don't look like you plastic Barbie doll.
She look more like Kanye anyway, though. Yeah, she look.
But nobody knows what Kim's real face looks like because you got it done. That's not her face. And she actually looked better before she got
man. I don't know what the fuck stuffing they put in her ass.
Most females, but most of the time, most of the females, before they go get plastic surgery, they look great. What is wrong with you?
That's how people felt about Michael. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson, they was like, he looked fine where he was. I think like after his third surgery, they was like,
he looked fine when he was black. Next thing you know, you was white.
Yeah, not like when he about got my color. That was like, that's peak Michael Jackson. But then the nigga got whiter and whiter. You know what I'm saying?
He's lighter and lighter.
That boy looking more and more like Boo. You know what I'm saying?
But he was looking like Casper.
Casper, shit.
The friendly ghost.
Hell no, man. Michael, like they said Mike after what remember the time they said that was like he should have just stopped with the plastic surgery. They say remember the time that should have just
they shouldn't have let him do it at all. That's a bomb song though. But
that's
somebody should have talked some sense to him. I don't care. It's an amazing song.
That song. There's that nigga. This little skinny ass yellow man dancing in front of you, and your kingdom talking about your bitch asking her, do she remember the time? And just kept, she's looking at him like, I don't remember that time. He'd be like, do you remember on the phone, you and me to about 3. Like, nigga,
I mean,
shut
but
up.
that probably does happen to a lot of people. Like when you
Do
let your
ya?
actual
Do ya?
the real person that you're
Do
supposed
ya?
to be with get away and then marry
That
somebody else.
that 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 but that that
But
that
but if you think about it, the song is made for them. It's made for those type of people. I'm like, do you remember? I'm like, come on, leave this man for me. No. No, I'm not.
Hey, that nigga Michael was messy as fuck. Do you? That. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, dog. I couldn't be mad at my bitch if she. You know, if like just think of how comical. Like, man, I'm not even mad. You know what I'm saying? You let this little skinny nigga hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now he in love. You just like, no, nigga. No.
I mean, but technically, if you listen to the lyrics, is remember the time when they were together, not while they're married. Basically, lead this chump for me. Like, what are you doing? I know you remember me.
Why are you trying to give me high fives, little homie?
I'm the petty person. Like, I don't even know who you are.
It's be like Thanos. I don't even know who you are.
I don't know who you are. I'm like, first of all, you the wrong color, so I really don't know who you are.
Pepper, you better put them motherfucking murder mittens away. Hey. She turned around like, would you stop? Hey, you doing that dance like on the Boondocks and that white man was dancing?
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about? Ow! You little shit. Don't be over there trying to jump on my look how mad she looks. She look like you. It's the eyes for me. What the yeah. Y'all seen that? She flipped me off. Y'all see that?
I did this.
That long ass thumb like a fingernail. I mean, like a fucking a middle finger.
I'm about to say it is a fingernail.
I was like, how your thumb look like a middle finger? That shit long as hell.
Might be because of the nail.
Oh, damn,
if I take them off.
Do the Roger.
What do you mean?
Do the Roger.
I don't know what that means.
Do the Roger. You know what I'm talking about, the little alien.
I don't know what that means. Oh, no. My nails aren't long enough for that. I need to put my coffin tips back.
I don't know. How long are those?
These ones are medium. My coffin tips are usually like this long.
That's not what you had that last time, was it? When you did the Roger?
Yes. Oh, I cut them down. So they're not as long this time around.
Cool. You a booger's worst nightmare. You be like, no!
But I can't function when I'm this short, though. I feel weird.
What? Hell no. I don't see how y'all function with them shits long like that anyway. I got little short nails and I broke my shit and damn near died.
She was like, how do you type better with long nails?
Yeah, and the bitch typing like Peter Griffin.
I was over there struggling. No, I type normal when I have not longer nails. I don't know why. I'm like, when I have shorter nails, I feel like I gotta watch out.
You been in that bitch pecking, huh? That's crazy.
It's not that hard. Just type at the tips.
Terrible.
You gotta learn to be versatile.
Well,
we got distracted.
We did get distracted. A woman who falsely accused a stranger of rape and kidnapping has been sentenced to 45 days to 23 months in jail.
Appropriate? Yeah, it's called stop lying.
No, that's not a lot of time at all.
I mean, for follow-up, well, I guess it would probably more maybe if he got convicted, but since he didn't and they actually did their job to figure out that she's lying, it's appropriate. What color is she?
She white.
For 45 days.
That's crazy. Falsely accused a stranger of rape and kidnapping.
But that's what white women do, though.
Man, that sucks, man.
They'll be quick to accuse somebody. That's in the history books for them.
Emmett Till.
Because they don't want to tell the truth.
That's just
that
crazy,
you was probably creeping around, you was doing something that you wasn't supposed to be doing, or you know who the person is. Yeah, might have been doing something strange for some change or for some drugs. I don't know.
She was using them drugs they had on RoboCop. Like a fucking nuke.
But for some people, I'm like, look, 45 days is enough, especially if you're doing, you're going to real jail. 45 days is enough to make you think twice.
Well, see, I would say like
it'd be common sense to think twice about not wanting to go to jail, period. But it's about time that you start penalizing folks for making false allegations. Stop that.
I would say
you're making it harder for people who really are getting raped and brutalized. No,
I think they should give her the same time that he would have got. I think they should have gave her the same time that he would have got if he were if he were to be convicted. They should have gave her that time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
because then it's gonna make bitches think thrice about the shit that they about to try to put on somebody. Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But you gonna have 25 years in jail. You know, you falsely say this man raped and did all this shit to you.
It's a little too late for that.
It's never too late. We got Uncle T in this bitch now. He'd be like, these bitches accuse me of this. but nah, man.
Not when you pay them off. That means you might have did something stupid. You never pay them off.
He just know these bitches. He know these hoes can be bought. That's all. Shit. He a businessman. He know these bitches can be bought and be forgotten. Get out of here, hoe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with you no more.
They're not forgotten.
But this shit right here is serious because you have people that been accused, just like they said, accused and lost their entire life. Like, they lifestyle where they were football players, that they were in
but that's where it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, and people just stop doing the whole innocent part. I'm like, you can't assume someone did it because a lot of people lie.
Yeah, like companies, fucking teams, all kinds of shit.
They're trying to protect. Well, it depends on the team. It depends on the team because you be protecting these rat bastards out here who really do be beating on women. So don't nobody really want to hear that either. Yeah. I'm like, you pick and choose when you want to protect folks. So, and some of them bastards should lose their job as well as their money. You out here beating up women because you think you more than what you really are. So no, I'm like, that's how it is though. I'm like, unfortunately, that what comes around goes around. You got the ones that's going to lie. You got the companies that's going to protect the man.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Because they should be getting
I'm with you though. Like, I'm with you though on the cool. Like, it ain't enough, but it's something. It's like when they first started giving cops time for murdering people. Like, it ain't a lot, but at least they getting it out there. You know what I'm saying? It's a start
in the right direction. Because I would
absolutely
at least it's 45 days versus, especially because of the fact that she's Caucasian.
45
usually
days
that would
to
be
23 months. So almost
almost 2 years.
Yeah.
That's
all right, but it should be more
direction. But usually, if she was black, it wouldn't have been 45 nothing. If she was a minority, it would have been 45 nothing. It's because she's white.
Yeah.
So the likelihood of her getting anything past 45 is the part that's going to be interesting. But they are the ones that usually lie about this stuff. I'm like, good. Start doing something about them. Start putting consequences into place for people to think twice. Want to be like, okay, I may have did something wrong, so I'm just going to accuse you of rape. And that's not what we're going to do. You chose to be a slut. Is what it is. Because you're making it harder for people who really are rape victims. Cut that out. You're not even thinking about them. You too busy thinking about whatever shame you're going to go through. Get over it. There's so many hoes since the dawn of the Bible.
I brought that up too because I was thinking about it like all the times these women actually have true situations that happen to them, nobody listens no more like they should because of bitches like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they lie. And it's like crying wolf in my eyes, you know what I'm saying? They cry wolf, and then when somebody actually is, being attacked and it happens, we can't believe them. But like, why are you in? You know what I'm saying? Like, we just don't believe them.
And then it falls back to the police, with y'all not doing y'all due diligence, because depending on which police officer you get, don't get no little racist.
The police don't care about shit. They don't even care about kids. They don't even care about kids. Like, I'm gonna tell you, when I was watching these,
that's my point though.
Yeah,
but they're also held by red tape, because also, if you're not gonna press charges, they're not gonna do anything anyway because they can't, unless it's murder. So if you're still alive walking around. Go ahead.
No, I was watching this video, and it just showed how useless police officers really are. You know, like this dude was like literally just admitted right in front of the cop that he had possession of CP, and he had been talking to people like all, not even just the minor that they posed as, but like other minors that this man's been talking to. They really gave the people that talked to that caught the predators, they gave them more attitude than they did the person being a P3DO. You know what I'm saying? And then, they try to not justify, but they try to like, find ways around not making an arrest or just not having to do the paperwork and shit like that. Well, if y'all were in a different state and it happened in that state, it's like, no, that's not how that works. If he agreed to meet here, this is in your jurisdiction. That's why we're here today.
Unfortunately, the cops are they're just blinded by a lot of red tape, because you commit a lot of stuff doesn't mean you might get a jail sentence because you already admitted it, and then you could be lying. You still have to do the work. Oh, anybody can just randomly come in with proof. Next thing you know, when you go and test it, it's sugar. But yeah, he's still telling the truth. Some people know how to play the system. It's not that hard to get around them. Because unfortunately with them, they're still held by a lot of red tape, and you really have to go through the effort. But because most of them are lazy and don't really want to do it.
Ignorant as fuck. I know I'm ignorant, but this motherfucker came up to him and he told us, yeah, man, this guy's got possession of CPs, admitted it on camera. I talked to him, told him it was his own free will. If he want to talk to me, he want me to, tell me kick rocks, he could tell me that. But, he has this, he's been on these different groups, he's got this. You got video chat with him, he did this, he showed his thing. And the cop asked him, so what do you want me to do? Like, what am I here for?
But you also have to be careful with that too, because again, when you are, if it's not a cop doing it and you're a citizen, they can easily have all of that gone. That could be omitted from court because you are nobody.
That's why you have to have it in a business. You have to have it as a business, because you could be a private investigator and they have to listen to the evidence and shit like that, which they are now. You know what I'm saying? They have a business. It's not like they just like me and you going out and try to be vigilantes and shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So as long as it's on that type of level, it should be fine. But majority of the time, they don't care about no private eyes. They really don't care, because again, y'all not really police officers to them.
That's crazy. Because they would put aside like, yeah, a kid possibly got fucking tampered with or whatever. This dude's potentially trying to meet up with this cheese pizza. You know what I'm saying, for this.
And then it makes it worse because of private eye. Theirs is a little bit weird too, because their stuff can be thrown out of court because, again, you're not really a cop. They don't really have to take what you say, and it can be omitted, which means you're from square one, and now you have nothing.
That's crazy.
Because they don't have to take what a private eye says.
It just trips me out, like how many of these motherfuckers really just walk because people just don't want to deal with the paperwork. You get what I'm saying? Like, you just walk, like they just be like whatever. They just come out. They caught a guy literally 4 years ago. The same guy, they caught him twice. And he got put on the registry or whatever. And then this nigga did the same exact shit and the same type of decoy, just a different name. You know what I'm saying? And he did it again within the next 4 years. That's crazy. Like, and the cops just still gave him attitude and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, you can't do this. You can't record on. Like
they pick and choose when they really want to care, but unfortunately, they're going into the direction where they're not supposed to. Yeah. I really don't like saying that, but this is a devil's playground.
Lazy cops. They got lazy ass cops out here that they make everybody look bad. I was telling, I had called the police one time. My neighbor had moved out.
They just getting lazy out here. It just is what it is. You don't want to work for yourself. You don't want to do anything, but yet you want to make sure you have enough to go have fun. And like, it's amazing how people find a way to not do the right thing, but you'll find many ways to do the wrong thing.
Facts.
Because it's fun. Nobody wants to do the hard work. Nobody really wants to do all of that. And it is what it is. And a lot of people, again, for the people who are at work, if you're not doing your job, 9 times out of 10, it's probably because you really hate your job and you just there for a check. You really don't care about what happened to people. You really don't.
Teachers. Fucking
we already know that.
police officers.
But then again, I'm like, if I got to deal with your nightmare kids, I'm not gonna care about them neither. Because if you don't care about them, I'm not going out my way to care about them. So I'm like, if they dumb because of you, not because of me. I'm here to do my job. You're not gonna disrupt my class every 5 minutes because you stupid. That's what we not gonna do.
Yeah, I send your kids to the office all the time. Get their ass expelled.
And then on top of it, they be the same kids that got the parents being like, well, you need to do better. You need to do better. Your kid's not turning in their work. That's a home problem. That's not my problem. If they become my problem when you're not doing my classwork and you messing with my other students in the test, that's the only time they my problem. But when they go home and they're not doing what they're supposed to, that's your problem because that's your kid. No.
Yeah, my daughter
and
had,
as bad as they are, heck no.
Yeah, my daughter, she came home and was like, my teacher shut down today. Like, again, like, for what? Well, these two boys was acting up in the class, and she just stopped teaching and just sat down and just let them do whatever. And we got a test in a couple of days, and she's not giving us the notes. I'm like, so you basically about to punish the entire class because you can't send these two jackasses out, send their ass to the office. Eventually, enough write-ups, you get expelled. Make they mammy have to struggle to get their ass back and forth to school. That means, bitch, if they outside the school's on now, oh well. You know what I'm saying? So I told my daughter.
Exhausting. I can't imagine. That's one thing I'm like, praise the Lord. I never wanted to be a teacher. I could be a teacher for the Bible all day long.
No, I'm saying just tell them to get out. Just say go to the office, get out. And it's not even in your hands.
If you think about it, what does it do? They be back the next day to do the same crap. They come back the next day to do the same crap. And then come back to school to do the same crap because your parents are not parenting you.
Even if the parents not even involved, like after so many suspensions, you get exposed. You get expelled from the school from getting suspended so much, and now they got to push you to another school. And what that does, because bitches, I know bitches that put their kids in these schools because they in these certain school zones. But if your child they can't go to no other schools around this little area because they're a dumbass. They fight or they like to steal or they like to do all this and disrupt, do whatever. And they got to go to another school. Either you got to know somebody's address or your ass got to fucking move. And that puts a lot of people in a bind, but that's the price you pay when you got stupid ass kids. But
that's the price you pay when you got stupid adults having kids. I'm like, again.
Yeah.
You can't pay me to be no teacher. I don't care whether you got good students or not. You can't pay me.
Hell no. My brother was trying to get me to be a substitute teacher. I'm like, hell no. I'd have been like the Rock on the microphone talking to the kids. Who is this Rudy Poo? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you can all kiss the Rock's ass.
The patience, but I don't have the patience like that. I'm like,
I ain't got it like that. I only got patience for my kids.
I'm going to say, unfortunately, your kids will unfortunately suffer with me because I'm like, what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to stress myself out about nobody daggone kids. So, oh, well, y'all all going to fail together. I tell the principal why. What you going to do? Find another teacher that don't want to work here so you'll have a whole bunch of classroom kids? I'm like, yeah, you already have less teachers wanting to teach anyway. I'm like, if you got one teacher trying to teach 40 daggone teenagers, y'all not going to learn nothing anyway. A majority of them bad, and then you can't do but so much because you still have to have a limit to get your funding from the state, so you can't put them all out. That's why we do this the way that we do this. But I'm like, well, it's what it is. Can't pay me. I don't think so. Because unfortunately, we can't go to the parents' house and knock them upside the head because they not knocking their kids upside the head because all they gonna do is fight or shoot back, and don't nobody got time for that neither. You could be dumb just like your kid. Goodbye. Nope.
Just fail all of them.
And then on top of it, you got to think about half these schools in our country are just sitting right here graduating people who are dumb. They're not honors anything. They're basic. They're average. They're D's, C's, B's.
We talked about
and they're graduating with honors.
You remember that girl that they pushed through? They sent her to school with a 4.0
because
GPA,
they just want y'all to get out.
That.
They don't care.
Honors. They gave her honors and gifted classes, and then she got to college and they found out she was illiterate.
Yeah. They're just giving these kids titles because they don't care. They just want your kid gone. They don't care if your kid actually deserves the title or if they don't. They just want your kid gone. They want the funding that they're going to get from the kid that's graduating. That's the main important. That's the
honors kid. Or the honors kid. They're supposedly honors kid, but so many honors kids, honors students and shit, you're supposed to get enough funding for certain things. Yeah.
And when you have more honors kids graduating than average, that's why you just sit right here and you lie to them being like, well, yeah, y'all honors. No, you're not. You're average. This is not what honors classes are. You don't have this problem in honors classes. When you have average kids acting up in your honors class, that's not a thing. You're in an average class that's just being classified as honors because it's for the school. They really don't care about you because honors teachers don't even act like that. AP teachers don't act like honors teachers, and honors teachers don't act like average teachers. They're all different caliber of students.
Yep.
And honors kids, they don't have time to be sitting right here arguing with nobody, fighting nobody, none of that. You're not going to find those type of kids in honors classes. It's not happening. You're in an average class that's titled honored. That's it, because they care about keeping their funding. That's all it is.
They ain't really getting shit now. The DOE is canceled, and now they sending all the shit down the power to the states. So if you have a problem with your state getting money or paying for certain shit, then you better start learning who you voting for in these local elections and see what they voting for. But nobody pay attention to them local elections. They just want to hit the big one and try to fight them. But y'all don't realize that, when you don't have the right people in local, it spreads.
And that
like
also
a ripple,
affects colleges.
Yeah. So people don't understand that shit. Yeah.
Of course not. But it's because most people don't plan on going to college anyway because people are already burnt out by the time they get from high school. And I'm like, I don't know how when most of y'all don't do anything. Y'all already average. Yeah. And that's being kind because the next generation is not even average. I'm like, y'all don't, like, y'all work. Their work is so simple. I'm like, yeah, you basically making these kids stupid. And I'm like, and if you're failing this, there's no reason for it. It's so easy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember our work was far harder than what they have to do in these high schools and stuff like that. Now I'm like, this is below average. You know our kids dumb if you sit right here changing it like this. You know they're dumb. There's no way. Because I was what is it? Well, mainly the schools, because I was like, remember we were talking about what happens when you lower the bar of expectations? The bar is to the ground now at this point because you know the next generation is dumb. Because you've seen what the parents are like. You know they're dumb. The parents aren't smart enough to help them, and they're not smart enough to help themselves. The teachers are now burnt out. You got too many bad kids running around. The bar is so low, it's basically average level classes. These are not even college classes. Even the AP classes. They're so basic. It's basic algebra. I'm like, are you kidding me? I would love to be your age. I would have straight A's. There's no excuse. It's so easy.
But then it's like when they get out, the grades don't mean shit no more. Like, because after that is college. Well, but it's like,
and then you find out you were really never that smart because your public school lied to you. Yeah, you was always dumb.
Your professor really ain't gonna put up with your shit.
Nope, because they already got paid for that semester.
You feel me? I was about to say they already got paid. Like shit.
But they really don't care if you pass or fail. And trust and believe, them teachers don't believe in crying, tears, or nothing. If you don't have an emergency or a real excuse, you will fail that class. Yep. And don't show up 3 times if you don't want to. They will go ahead and mark you wrong and mark you gone. Yep. And y'all going to college basically dumb.
And you basically going if you ain't got no scholarship, you fucking your credit up because you got to get a loan. You know what I'm saying? You get kicked out. You know what I'm saying?
And thanks to y'all president, he wants to stop using credit. So I don't know how you're going to get a loan to get a daggone to get college anyway, because what you going to do? You just go hand a daggone loan out? Because now it's not supposed to sit on your credit report. So how are you supposed to know how much a person is supposed to pay you or ask for if you don't run the credit? And you can't base it off my income, because if you base it off somebody's income, you basically going to give them $500 a month. And that's being generous. And college is not they don't have to come down on how much tuition is, which means basically all these kids are going to be working through college because most of these parents can't afford to send their kids to school.
Yep.
Which is going to make...
It's so fucked up. Yep, fuck them. Like, oh, well.
Because I thought that was so interesting. I was like, what do you mean the loan is not going to be on your credit report when that's literally how you get majority of stuff? That's how you get your house.
Is that really enforced? Or like...
Yes, because that's attached to the DOE. That's how the Department of Education gets their stuff. It has to be ran through credit. They can't just give it to you. They need to make sure you actually have enough credit to be able to afford what they're about to give you. But now, what it's probably going to do is go based off your income. So if you have low income, they're not going to give you anything anyway. because you can't afford to send them. So they might just straight out tell you no.
Yep. So unless you put together a fucking GoFundMe, or you
which ain't nobody gonna do,
or you a hellified stripper in Atlanta.
If I gotta send my own kids to freaking college, you're screwed. Shit. And that's what I'm talking about. You can't have a rich person in charge with a mind frame of middle and poor class business. That man can send his kids to school 18 times over. The rest of us can't do that. You have a rich man mentality. We are not millionaires and billionaires. Y'all in our business. We need stuff like this to survive. And for you all to just sit right here and basically just demolish everything, because this is all about saving money at this point. You really don't care about who you hurting. It's basically, well, if you can't afford it, you won't do it. Which is the mentality you should have kind of sort of anyway, but not when it comes to school.
Yeah.
And then you're like, and then it's smart because of the fact that the way he did it is also smart because it also ties into DEI, which means they no longer need to really care about who they give their scholarships to. So if they don't want to give it to no minorities, they don't have to. And you can't penalize them for it. They don't have to keep that count now. They don't care how, they don't care. Now, if you can't pay for it, you just not going. Simple as that. I was like, oh, that's interesting. That goes for home loans. They don't have to give it to you. Bank loans, if they want to call it, they can. I was like, y'all picked him.
All right. There's so many people mad right now that voted for this man.
They should have listened. He said exactly. He says his ideals. This is what he's always believed. And I'm like, he's going to hurt the middle class and the poor. He has not said anything about the rich. Because they're already rich. What are you going to do with them? They can afford to go do whatever they want, including send their kids to school. It's the poor people in the middle class who can't. They're not doing nothing about groceries. They don't care. They're not doing nothing about the gas. They don't care. They don't care.
I've been thinking about everybody. The only argument people be on Facebook. I'm not Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. On Twitter and Instagram, it's like, yeah, but the price of eggs. Like, man, why y'all care so much about eggs? Like, it's just not other shit that we can cry about. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
anything. And as somebody who eats healthy on the natural,
specifically eggs though.
My bill was already, and this is just for one person. I'm like, my bill is already $400, and that's not even getting a lot of stuff.
It's crazy. Yeah, you spend $100 like nothing.
And then on top of it, the stuff that we're
like spilled salt.
And then the food and stuff like that we're getting, it's not even lasting long because it's not even being taken care of. I'm like, yeah, y'all want homegrown stuff, and y'all can't even make this vegetable last more than daggone 5 days. They gotta cook it immediately.
It's like they making shit smaller and more expensive. Like, you ever just try to get a box of Fruity Pebbles and be like, nigga, what the fuck?
It's been a minute since I've had cereal, but I do know I'm like, my little oranges that used to be this big are not like this big, but I just got finished paying $15 for them.
Was it the same kind of oranges? It's like the exact same type of orange.
It's the exact same. I'm like, I've been watching them get smaller. I'm like, this ain't no way. This is supposed to be a regular orange, and you're just going from being.
You're here getting cuties.
I'm like, the price is going up, but y'all getting a little small.
Right.
Same thing with the grapes. I'm like, those are hit or miss. Sometimes I'm like, the whatever they have in there, you can't even go through all of them to make. I want to make sure I get all my grapes. Some of them joints just be rotten in all of them. What you gonna do? Of course, I'm not going to buy it because I don't want no rotten grapes. I'm not about to give you money for this. But that's where we at.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. I'm like, a lot of our food is deteriorating. Right in the store, in your face. And then what is it? I think. Where did me and Otto go? We went somewhere. They had all the food that's expired just sitting in the thing. I was like, that's how bad it's getting. This food is already expired and you expect somebody to buy it. Can't go behind it because all the dates are the same. I was like, this is where we're at.
Wow.
Because usually, you know how you can pull out all the milk and go get the fresh milk from behind it. All of it's all nice and lined up. Y'all stock this and it's all the same date. But yet, that date was 2 days ago.
Somebody quit. That's what fuck happened. They're like, man, fuck this job, man. Y'all figure it out. They're like, well, shit, Daryl quit. We need him in dairy.
When you were sitting right here rotting next to the daggone vegetables that's right here, I'm like, oh, Lord, this is where we at. We about to start.
Hell nah, man. That's just.
We're gonna be eating the cats, eating the dogs.
Hell nah. Antonio Brown. I mentioned him earlier in the episode.
You
This
did.
crazy motherfucker. This crazy motherfucker, right? Every time you bring up Antonio Brown's name, what do you think about? What do you think about when I say Antonio Brown?
What did he do now?
All right. He did something good. He did something good. The CTE side, the other side of his CTE brain, had raised over $80,000 for Chris, who was arrested after leaving his kids at McDonald's while participating at a job interview. So he had a job interview. He took his kids to McDonald's so they can do like the little play thing or whatever, eat lunch or whatever, sit down and eat while he did his job interview.
But he was there while he's at the job interview?
No, it was at like, I think it was across the street or something. You know what I'm saying? So he took his kids to McDonald's because like
so
they
someone called 911 on him over this?
Somebody that didn't know who's like kids it was called 911. You know what I'm saying? And they were just like not there by themselves. But I'm like, that's stupid as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I get
like I can't send my kids to McDonald's to get food, you know what I'm saying, without being like, oh, he's a deadbeat daddy.
I mean, I guess it depends on how long they was there by themselves, I guess.
Job interviews ain't that long. Somebody just wasn't minding their fucking business.
Well, it depends, because when they really like you, your job interview can be long. But
15 minutes, 20 minutes, tops. I've never had a really long interview.
I have.
Yeah.
But
well,
for my current job, my job interview was almost 2 hours.
I give it to him. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get a job, and he ain't had nobody watch his kids. He needs the money. So AB ended up starting to GoFundMe, and that shit raised over $80,000. I'm just trying to figure
out how did it escalate to McDonald's calling 911? Like, how long was you gone?
I don't know how long he was gone.
I'm like, did you at least try to talk to the kids? Because I'm pretty sure he told them, like, I'm going across the street to get a job interview. I'm like, did you just not believe the kids? Or I'm like, what is going on here?
Either that or the kid said something. My daddy had a job interview. He told us to stay here, and they probably didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And they called the police on him. You know,
I mean, but how old are these kids?
I don't know how old the kids are. I'm sure they.
Let's not pretend like in some places kids don't be going to get something to eat by themselves.
Right. So I don't know how old the kids were.
You wouldn't be like they 6 or 7.
If they 4, 5, 6, yeah, I understand. You know what I'm saying? But like if they like 10 to 12.
But it's a McDonald's. I'm like, you can rewind the cameras to see who dropped. Well, maybe they thought he dropped them off and just bounced
and left. Yeah, nah. I mean, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he went to a job interview. He did what he had to do. He had no other options. So he thought he did what was best. But yeah, man, they arrested him and shit. But Antonio Brown raised over $80,000 for this dude.
He didn't abandon the kids.
Nah.
Kinda.
Nah, he ain't abandoned the kids. But I know this lady probably should have abandoned her kid. A mother celebrates her son's.
They probably exaggerated that. Had to have, because there ain't no way.
Nigga, can you imagine getting a job like you can start tomorrow? I'm like, fuck. Start put your hands behind your back. That's terrible. Well, at least he ain't got to work for a year. You know what I'm saying? AB gave him $80,000. I mean, it's a good thing. It kind of shows that society has a heart sometimes. I like that.
Yeah, 80,000 for a lawyer. I'm like, can I have a little more? Just in case the lawyer eat it and I still lose.
They probably still raising that money. Shit, that was what day was this?
To me, I'm like, I just can't fathom not talking to the kids first without like this just seems like it's it was assumed and you just dialed 911 immediately. Like there just ain't no way.
Why I want to think about it like this. Like why he just didn't leave the kids at home by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, don't answer my door. You know what I'm saying? If somebody knock on the door and you don't know who it is, don't run through the house to go hide nothing. Just walk slowly and get into the go to your room and close the door. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I guess it probably depends on where they live too.
That's
You know,
true.
some people be sus. They be waiting and looking to see when adults be leaving. So
Yeah.
I
He probably
mean,
thought
it's not.
McDonald's was a safer option.
Which I was just about to get to that because it's probably not, because somebody could have just took your kids.
That's true too. That's very true.
So that's a darned if you do, darned if you don't situation. So that's already a blessing enough that your kids was even still at the McDonald's, because they'd be like, "Oh, you just dropped your kids off, snatch them."
Man, he would probably best taking their ass, keep them at the house. Just keep them at the house.
Or if you couldn't find a babysitter also, or somebody to watch them, why didn't you call the people, be like, I need to reschedule because I don't have anyone to watch my kids? Because some people do allow you.
The way he looks,
like,
the way he looks is now or never. He got to take the opportunity. He can't wait. There ain't no rescheduling. We got bills to pay. You know, I need to start ASAP.
But there's also no such thing as, you can still start ASAP, but you still don't want to be in the mess that you're in now either.
Oh yeah,
because
he never expected that.
I would. These weird daggone people out here, especially the way they just snatch kids so smoothly nowadays, that's paranoia enough, and I don't have any kids. You see how smoothly they snatch animals? Please. No.
That's fucked up. Nah.
It's still a better outcome though. I will say that much, because it could have been far worse.
Yeah.
To come back and then your kid's missing.
Mm-hmm. They probably was at the age where they was not going to be missing. Like, they look like they could probably fight. They got a knife. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know how to run. I know a lot of shit can happen. A lot of what ifs, and if was a fifth, we all be drunk. You know, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm about to say, nobody cares about that nowadays. Human traffickers, all of them, they don't care. Because 9 times out of 10, there's more than one of them that's going to beat you up and throw you in the van. Them kids better have a gun, if anything. I'm like, women can't even walk around safely and go get gas at night without getting ready to be snatched. They don't care.
Them kids better be of the husky variety. Them 300-pound kids that the kid parents really be like, take them. Like, I don't care.
From that description you just gave, they probably not. They probably twigs. And just throw them right in the back of the van and be great.
At McDonald's, like, but we could leave at home, but I want McDonald's. All right, fuck.
McDonald's
I'll take it to McDonald's. After the fat? No. What you mean? That was punny. Man, that's terrible. We fat phobic around this bitch.
I'm not fat phobic.
Are you ain't scared of fat people?
No. Say you're not scared of fat people. Something just popped in my head from Two Broke Girls. I don't know if you've ever seen that show, but that show is so freaking funny to me. So Max is dressed up like a giant cupcake, and she was yelling at Caroline. She was like, "Why are we even doing this when we could be running down the street chasing fat people, saying you ate my brother?"
That's fucked up.
Because they dressed up as cupcakes. I said, that's such a dick move. That's terrible. You ate my brother. How about you gonna terrify some fat folks? I'm never gonna eat another cupcake again.
See, you fucking around, find a fat person with ribs, you turn around like, yeah, I'm gonna really eat this cupcake. Be like, sir. Hell nah. Man, this
So on to the crazy lady.
Yeah, no, she's not crazy. She has been canceled. A mother celebrates her son's release. He kills her and his brother a week later. Dude was in jail. She was on Facebook, my baby home, my motherfucking baby, my baby is home, Lord, thank you. And then a week later, he killed her and his brother. I'm like, some of these niggas need to stay in jail. You know what I'm saying? What did he do? I want to know a little more about that one. But I'm like,
he did.
And then
because now I'm concerned. I'm like, did you try to kill them before? Like, how did we get here?
She was happy he was coming home. Yeah, so I don't think he tried to do nothing bad to them. She was just happy he was coming home.
And then he
And he
killed y'all
just
the next week. So it was bad enough. You could be happy. That don't mean he
a
is.
week later, like what happened? What went down? You know what I'm saying? I want to know what triggered this. You know what I'm saying? He must have felt disrespected. Somebody must say something like, "Hey, what's up, Roddy? You dropped the soap," and it's just like triggered his ass, like, "Bitch."
Maybe he did.
He probably did drop the soap numerous times.
Stop before you come kill us.
Shit. Good luck, motherfucker. Look, it's one way in, one way out in this bitch, and it's a gauntlet. I'm telling you right now. So look,
probably be dead.
another woman.
Oh dear.
Another woman has
one.
been unalive during conjugal visit at Mule Creek State Prison. Got fucking smoked at a conjugal visit. How the fuck does that work?
Choking her too hard.
That might be a thing too. Does that mean that he really killed the pussy?
No. That just means you really killed her.
Stupid. That's like on Harlem Nights when it's like, hey, what does he call his name? How'd it go? I killed her. Oh, so you beat the pussy up, huh? Like, no, man, I shot her. It's like, nigga, stupid. Conjugal visit, man.
No, so that's just death.
It's crazy. This is like another.
But then again, it depends because sometimes they be sneaking drugs into their body and stuff like that.
Ooh, that is true.
So I'm curious to know how that escalated that quickly. Because you don't have that long, and the guards are right outside the door. So I'm very curious about that. This is taking a very dark turn.
Conjugal visit went wrong. Like, bitch, what the fuck? What position did he have you in? How does it work on a conjugal visit?
Was it Peggy? She was sneaking out drugs in the jail.
Hell no.
I just wanted to play Boggle, but that man ain't never played Boggle. I'm like, yeah, because he can't spell.
Hell no.
He's like, I swear she smuggled drugs into me.
Stupid.
Peggy dumb.
Hell yeah. She dumb.
She can't even do. She can't even do math right. I'm like, lady, if you've been a teacher for 3 years and he said he met you 7 years ago and you have only been a substitute teacher for 3 years, that math is not mathing. You don't know him.
Ow! I'm about to fucking hit her with this damn bottle. You see the muscle she flexing her arm muscles like that?
She's trying to relax and you're moving.
Her claws are just like out, like gripping my
She said,
leg.
don't move this leg again. I'm trying to sleep.
That hurts.
Pepper's like, does it look like I care?
She don't have to. I'm gonna fucking get up and
you ain't gonna do nothing.
Shut up. You don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm loose.
Nothing.
I'm a loose cannon. I do a lot. I'm crazy.
Barely know your colors. Next topic.
Target update. Target lost more than $12.4 billion, but the loss continues. Now Target suffers 8th week of foot traffic losses since caving on DEI.
Sucks for you, Target.
People ain't fucking around.
I'm about to say, just make my Premier protein shakes go down, because I like being able to get 15 for $5.
You're going to get them expired ones because they ain't going to keep restocking that shit knowing they ain't selling it.
Well, they going to go out of business. So I'm like, let me get what I can while I can.
Oh, well. I was reading the comments. I was like, yeah, Walmart, you next. I thought about Booker T. We coming for you, nigga.
I don't wait no bones about it.
Shit, I was like, damn, I forgot Target existed for a while. That's
how I feel about Walmart.
Yeah. Like, you don't think about these stores, like, that shit just goes into obscurity. Like, JCPenney's like, y'all still alive?
I'm like, when I buy majority of my stuff from online anyway, I'm like, man, I like getting my cleaning supplies from the dollar store.
Yeah. That's what's killing them all. Like these retail stores is like Amazon and eBay. You know what I'm saying? Like these online selling, like online purchases.
Go away. They could leave.
We like
bulldoze it.
No.
Yeah.
We need we need somewhere to run for the zombie apocalypse. We need malls to stay open.
You're gonna die anyway.
No, we not. We're gonna be alive, you know what I'm saying?
Dust to dust. You're gonna die one day anyway.
But I don't want to go out like that. No. I want to go out, you know what I'm saying, like an American. What was that? No gay ass death you did. What was that? Do it again. Do it again. What the fuck she do? How you die? How you die, Diva? Diva, how you die? That's funny as hell.
I'm trying to mess with you while you had your head turned. That's exactly what I get.
Hell nah. That's funny as fuck.
So I don't feel bad for Target. You brought that on yourself. So
yeah.
I mean, I feel bad for the DEI that does physically still work there, but
no, it's not just the people that work there. It was like the businesses that they were supposed to be, you know, Target was selling black people stuff out of there, like only because of diversity and inclusion and shit.
Which is crazy.
But now they don't have to.
I never got any of my black products from Target.
Shit.
But a lot of the people who have like black products and stuff like that, they already sold out. So,
but like people that buy their beauty products, like especially black women from these Target stores, like do y'all not have a beauty salon around you, or like y'all don't have no Africans in y'all neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? Like
they're not as popular, and a lot of them already went out of business. Like Beauty Supply, Beauty for You, all of that stuff is going out of business because Target and Walmart and stuff like that started buying it, and then you can get the bigger stuff from Amazon anyway, which is why I'm like, I don't know why y'all buying stuff from Target anyway when they giving you these little bottles and stuff like that. I'm like, most of the black products, they're not even owned by black people anymore.
Nope.
Stupids. Because a lot of them sold out for mass production, and you wonder why what is it? Like the ingredients and stuff like that, it don't hit the same when they sell out. Or something. Like if you start being in Target, I'm not using it no more. Because I know it's not gonna be the same. Y'all sold out.
Yeah.
You know these white people gonna make that stuff for white people, and they're gonna be ruining our hair. No, thank you. I'm gonna just have to go find another product.
What's all this damn sulfates in here? Oh, it's fine. Damn, just use it. Like, no, bitch, fuck you. Speaking of fucking you, don't roll your eyes. Speaking of fucking you, Hollywood actor Terrence Howard revealed to PBD that every celebrity that attended Diddy's parties got fucked and lost their man card. This would include LeBron James, Barack Obama, Jay-Z, and many other prominent Diddy party attendees.
Duh.
Yo, Terrence Howard is out here like, he's like,
I'm trying to figure out how was that news? We already know this. They're not listed.
LeBron, Barack.
They're not listed for no reason.
Who fucking Barack? How would you know what I'm saying? Like,
what's it? It's the same way we know the Obamas are a little involved in human trafficking from certain places in New York. So again,
you know that Jay-Z too.
Yes.
What? I couldn't see LeBron James doing that. No, I can't do that. Not King James. No. Not Bron.
All them little weirdos, yeah, they do it.
Damn, that's crazy.
And if you haven't noticed, it's a little eerie that y'all not trying to get, shut that man up a little bit neither. I'm like, yeah, he got dirt on all y'all. Yeah. You can't do anything to him, and I wonder why.
They came out with a Diddy series quickly.
And then on top of it, he already admitted he has so many videotapes of all of them, and none of them can do anything.
That's crazy.
You can't do anything to that man. And they all know this. I'm like, yeah, that means y'all all did something. Because y'all could have been made a comment, be like, I don't know what he's talking about. I ain't never go. Well, we done seen you enter his house.
And they have videos. Man, ain't nothing better. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Like, I bet so, huh? Turn around, your asshole bleeding, you motherfucker, you.
I'm going to say, same way Beyonce and them are tied up in that And her
That
father
witchcraft
was
shit.
over there. Yeah, I'm like, y'all tied up into a lot of stuff that's not good, and he got video proof. You best to believe he got it. That's why y'all all quiet. Because if he
Oh
ain't
yeah.
have it, they'd
Because
be
Terrence
out and
Howard.
loud and be like, I don't know what he talking about.
Yeah. Terrence Howard said he tried to fuck him too. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Diddy
Yeah.
weird. He always
Yeah.
been weird. Listen to his lyrics. I'm like,
I
nah.
think they just somebody had said like something been wrong with Diddy. We just wasn't seeing the signs. Like it had Diddy at an NBA contest where like people was doing like crazy dunks and somebody was trying to dunk over Diddy. And so when that nigga nuts just went over his forehead, his eyes was like this.
Oh yeah, like but if you actually look at it all the way,
You
you
know what I'm
notice he's
talking
on his
about?
Yes, but if you look at it, you notice he's on his tippy toes.
Oh, so he was trying to get the wow.
Someone pointed that out, and I was like, his feet's really like
It's like trying to get them joints, you know what I'm saying?
like this is crazy work. But most of them, these celebrities, they tell you exactly who they are. It's just because of the fact that they using Hollywood, that fantasy life, to make it seem like it's not real. No, it's real. Y'all really doing evil stuff.
Y'all out here like that. You nasty bitch. Y'all trifling as fuck. Hell no. Can you
And
imagine
they be selling their souls to want to sit right there and be famous. I'm like, you don't want to make no deals with the devil because he gonna make you do some stuff that you gonna regret. And when he
Can
get
you
ready to
hear
dip you and kick you, don't nobody want to hear it.
hey, can you hear the judgment of Terrence Howard's inner thoughts when he walked through them parties? Man, what they doing over there, man?
Terrence Howard probably left immediately.
Tell me this fell out your pocket.
That man probably left immediately.
Oh my God. Like this ain't best man holiday. What am I doing here? Oh God, man, Terrence Howard, boy, national treasure. He must be protected at all costs, along with Gordon Ramsay. We love Gordon Ramsay too. But man, look,
I'm like,
was there
they
any topics
weird.
you want to jump on before we wrap this up?
I did want to go over the the little Disney one.
Oh, the
What's her
thoughts.
name? No, not them hoes.
Ow. Oh,
The
you talking about
one
the
that
Rachel Ziegler?
ruined. Yes.
Yeah, that little motherfucker there can't be stopped. She like, fuck y'all. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say.
But made it worse for herself, her and her friends. I'm like, it's either your friends are stupid or you a monster behind closed doors and they afraid of you, because I would have been told you to shut up. And then Disney is suing her for the money back.
Damn, they want a refund. Nah, she said she a narcissist. She knows she a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Well, she's admitting it now because you didn't really think your behavior would not get you paid. And
that's
technically,
crazy.
since you
What all
are
did
paid,
what is the worst thing she said so far about the whole movie?
well, one, for people who really like the Snow White,
What?
This is a dumb name.
Snow White. I'm wondering like what the fuck did I just miss in between me picking my bottle of water up and sitting here? Snow White.
Like, hate her
like,
name. I have never been a fan of that princess. So
Snow White.
I was like, her name is just so dumb. I'm like, what is her real name? I can't take this.
She got a legit white person's name, nigga. Like.
But it's literally Snow White. That's
Some
her
people
first
name their kids. Yeah, I was served with a white boy named his son Thunder. Yeah.
Thunder.
So Thunder.
Lightning and the thunder. What is this? So she's never seen the movie. That rubbed people the wrong way. It's like, why are you even interested in doing this if you've never seen the movie but you're talking trash about it? Yeah. Called the prince a stalker, which is not the case, because if you watch the movie, you would realize he's not a stalker. Had the audacity to say free Palestine when your coworker is Israeli. So that probably made a lot of things uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. Wrote the prince out. We don't really need him. It's supposed to be a boss babe. And I'm like, now you're woke. And that pissed off a lot of people. And
that's
then
not
it
even
doesn't
woke.
help. Well, because again, if you're gonna live action correctly, she's not a boss. That's not her. At the end of the day, and then people were already pissed off that you're a minority paying a white girl's role because again, nobody wants that. Nobody asks for all this inclusiveness that Disney's been trying to do, which I really wish they would cut out. I'm like, look, if I wanted to see a black Ariel, I can imagine it, but I don't want to. I want my red-head, blue-eyed white girl. But that's just is what it is. Disney's just on this woke movement. And it's failing, as you can clearly see. And her running her mouth is just not helping her, like, at all. I'm like, and then you're young, you don't know what you're talking about, and you sound stupid. So to show up to empty theaters for a movie that people already didn't want. Oh, and then she said something about the doors. She wrote the doors out. What? So she didn't want no doors. They're all CGI. So the guy, what's his name? Peter Dinklage.
He didn't even get a chance to make money.
No, so he went out there and had to stand against her and stuff like that too for all the little people, because I'm like, it's 7 doors. How you going to CGI other people when you can just hire real people? And I'm like, that rubbed people the wrong way. I'm like, little girl, you do not know how to conduct business.
You hit her with the little girl. Hey, little girl, sit your ass down.
Pretty much. I'm like, you 20 and dumb.
That's crazy.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kids we graduating. Think you know so much, and you dumb as a box of rocks.
You finna lose millions of dollars and a career. The only nigga that's gonna work with you is Jordan Peele. It's the only person that's gonna work with you.
And Disney wants to sue you, and now you done, I guess, left the country or whatever they're trying to say. Well, she has a show on Broadway. Now the people on Broadway don't even want her either because she's now surrounded by bad publicity. So if they keep her, Broadway's going to go down too. So that's going to be very interesting as well. I'm like, honey, you done ruined your career before it even got started.
Yeah. Wasn't she like a Disney actress or some shit like that before that?
No.
How the fuck?
She's just a regular actress that just came out of nowhere. Because I think she started on that remake of the terrible West Side Story that they remade that didn't do well either. I'm like, honey, you are not the star you think you are. You still got to keep climbing. I'm like, I don't know how you got this big head, but that remake of West Side Story was not that good. It didn't even do that good. It was average. Because that's all y'all do is remake stuff, and no one's interested in wanting to constantly see old stuff be remade. And live action is just it's old. It was fine when, we was doing the superheroes and stuff like that, but
that's on it.
Now y'all doing too much. And if you think about it, how many Snow Whites do we have? Snow White has the most live actions out of every daggone body. We don't need to see her no more.
It's the multiverse.
I'm like, between her and Cinderella, y'all both equally have like 3 or 4 different actresses playing y'all. Go do somebody else, please. I don't care.
The one with Brandy a long time ago threw everybody off. Remember they had Brandy being Cinderella and all the white people mad? Oh boy, they didn't like that shit.
I don't care. They ain't like Ariel neither. As we can clearly see, that did not change, and
nope.
They didn't even make the money back on that. As much as Disney likes to lie, I'm like, yeah, you can buy whatever you want, but you spent $1 billion on that. Mulan. Yes, and it didn't do that good either.
Damn, really?
Yes, but come on now, you can't.
I don't follow Disney shit like that.
You can't write out Mushu. That's just dumb.
Mushu was gone.
He's not in the movie.
What the fuck? Mushu was Mushu was for the kids. They had Eddie Murphy in there, wasn't he?
Yes, that's what I was like. How are y'all bringing stuff to life and changing it in the middle of it? That means y'all not really bringing it to life. And we all know y'all not gonna do Princess and the Frog, so that's just dead. I don't like how y'all did Aladdin. I don't care. We ain't never gonna get another one, so it doesn't matter. We don't need a Pocahontas because y'all gonna lie about that. We already know that.
Yeah, we make
Y'all not gonna let that woman go to England and get smallpox and die.
and
Y'all not gonna tell the real story. We already know this.
Get fucked by a grown ass white man with bad teeth. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know why y'all made Mufasa, and then y'all mad that it didn't outdo Sonic 3. I don't know what y'all was thinking with that one. I'm like, Disney, you've been on a decline for a very long time, and Marvel can only go but so far because everyone's tired of them too.
Yeah, they got some movie. I don't know if it's a movie, but they got some movie with Marvel where like the Avengers ain't here no more, so we got to do something. And they got like some bad villains, like they had Bucky and some other no name ass with great value heroes. I don't know who the fuck they were, but
what is it? Is it called the Thunderbolts or something like that?
Some shit like that, yeah.
I mean, if they would have done it, I think they could have did the Eternals right had you did it how you did it with the Avengers. You gave them all their own movies and then you brought them together. You just randomly just starting to bring people together out of nowhere and just not even trying anymore.
Yeah.
It's like you can tell the effort's just not there anymore because y'all are tired of doing it just like we're tired of seeing it. Because I'm honest, I don't want to see another daggone Spider-Man. Tom Holland's not that good of a Spider-Man. Zendaya's not that great of a daggone actress. That's just all y'all got. I'm tired of them too. Y'all don't have anything. Y'all don't have anyone. And y'all struggling. And y'all think I'm gonna go to the movie theaters. I'm gonna go to the movie theaters for Keanu Reeves. That's just it is what it is. Because I was going to see Sonic 3. I don't care. I'm biased, but it was good.
Yeah.
At least that's worth the money. You can tell there was effort put in that. Even though it's had its little goofy moments, but it's made for children. It's supposed to, but it's still done well.
Yeah.
But I'm like Disney. Yeah. There's so much that y'all could do that y'all just not doing. Cause y'all little villain stories have been good. Y'all gonna lie. I'm like, I like the little Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, the Evil Queen. I'm like, go focus on them. Cause I'm curious about Jafar.
Ooh,
I need to know why he even became evil in the first place. I'm like, was he the soul brother? I'm like, who is he? He just came off the cut. He was just evil. Who is he? Same thing with Ursula. Ursula's supposed to be King Triton's sister. How did she turn evil? Let us know. She didn't just become evil.
Yeah.
We don't care about Captain Hook.
Nah. That whole Captain Hook and what's
I ain't interested in him.
That's a dark ass story.
I'm not interested in them.
Hell nah.
That's like me being interested in the big bad wolf who actually did eat Little Red Riding Hood, but I'm not interested in that.
Yeah. All them Disney stories and all these little fairy tales and shit like that it got dark ass aspects that they decide to edit out for kids. I want to see the real deal shit like Hansel and Gretel. I like that when they did that one. Remember they had Hawkeye, the dude that played Hawkeye. He played the boy, but he had diabetes. I was like, what? They put diabetes in this bitch? Like, what's wrong with him? He's like,
they can do so. I'm like, yeah. Disney has one of the greatest catalogs that they can just do whatever they want to do, and y'all choose woke live action nonsense that we don't care about. We don't care. And majority of the time, these people who are woke, I'm like, y'all actually dumb as all get out. Y'all don't know anything. You just sound stupid.
I think that should stop labeling that shit as woke. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it takes away from where I call my understanding.
Because you still sleep. You not woke to nothing.
Like my understanding of woke was, like people actually starting to open their eyes to seeing like police brutality against minorities and how society, like that was originally from what I gathered from what wokeness was. Like you starting to wake up to see, you like, okay, you see what's going on around this bitch now. What are we gonna do about it? Type shit.
They were just using
people took it and ran with it. Woke was like the white people's way of saying nigga without trying to be super disrespectful and in your face with it and shit. So they're like, I'm tired of these woke people and I'm tired of this wokeness. You know what I'm saying? They way of saying nigga, politically correct. You know what I'm saying?
Much. But all they did was just take serious things because people just wanted to find a way to just shut down other stuff that's just not making no sense. But this little generation, Gen Z on down, I'm like, y'all already dumb.
I
book
just don't like
wise,
they
street
like to mangle
wise.
that shit in like wokeness, like because some two gay ass people on a TV fucking or something, like this wokeness. Like, what you mean wokeness? Like, we don't want that shit neither. Like, we talking about niggas killing us in cold blood because of the color of our skin. We see the shit now. Y'all labeling it this, and it's like that's not even what the fuck it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
keep that shit over
really,
there. You know what
me
I'm saying?
personally, I've never really correlated to that because black people getting murdered was always a thing. That's just history. I'm like, y'all choose to ignore it and you still ignoring it. I'm like, oh, y'all sleep. It don't matter.
No, they
But
talking
all
about
this
like
nonsense.
the whole thing is like waking up to seeing like okay, it's been everybody's been sleep to everything, like everybody's been normalized. This is okay. We're comfortable enough with it to just deal with it. And it's like you
Then
start to
that,
actually see stuff happen, and now that people have more phones and people have more confidence to that they gonna have backup. You know what I'm saying? Like not backup like to help them, but like backup to like see what's going on and to addressing the issue. Like yeah, we're waking up to the issue that this is a problem and something needs to be addressed and needs to be done. So that's
no,
what wokeness was until white people and niggas that don't understand what it was to be, to be awake to see what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it actually was. You
that's
know what
why
I'm
I
saying?
said they
But
took
they
something
took it and
serious
just
and watered it down. But it's not our generation that's
now
doing that.
bitches with blue hair and took over. Like every time you say woke to some, it's always somebody thinks about a bitch with blue hair. You know what I'm saying? Like in a
Yeah.
poly relationship.
Well, y'all can blame Gen Z for that because they're the one that did it and they're the one that's
They
constantly
ruin
around.
everything.
Yeah,
Get
because
out.
it started in the colleges and stuff like that. You need to get woke. All this other extra stuff. I'm like, y'all
Nah,
don't
these
even know what y'all
bitches
talking
use it in the
about.
wrong terms, man. It's the wrong people using it the wrong way, and it's irritating. You know what
The
I'm
sad
saying?
part
Like,
about it is, ain't nobody really awake because everyone's still asleep. Because you're woke to nothing. All of this history, I said, this is just history repeating itself. Read a book. You still sleep because you're still not doing nothing about it. Who cares now? All y'all just doing is just doing, y'all just saying stuff just to say stuff. And I'm like, again, that's not even the daggone big picture at the end of the day because it's not going to stop.
well, look at it like this.
Especially,
When
especially when you all doing 25% of the work. No, that's not how that works. If you want something to work, you got to do it all the way. Hello?
yeah, you remember how
You
you
can't do
said you said
25%.
you remember how you said early with the lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting some time. It's not really what we want. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not enough. We don't think, but it's something. You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is for things that we actually can control where you can put 100%, that's something that's out of your control. You can't do nothing about the law. The law chose to sit right here. Again, history
No,
repeating itself
I'm
and
not.
you're
I'm not
choosing
talking
to do
about that.
something about it now. Yes, I'm going to take it, but guess what? What have we really gotten after being woke?
There has to be a start to it.
Congratulations.
Like start like the kids that we're raising.
Congratulations. You waited for Cheeto Puff in the office, the one that removed DEI, to realize that Target ain't like you. They never liked you. You live in a country
No,
that's never liked you.
we going too far off the topic. We woke
I'm using
is
it as an example. My point is, yes, it's getting somewhere, but nothing still has not changed. Yes, we're gonna take the 5% that you give us, but keep pushing. Don't just sit at the 5%. Keep
that's
going.
basically what people are still doing, that trying to hold police accountable, trying to show like niggas can like literally just be
I mean,
nigga and be
granted,
fucking arrested, thrown on the ground, and profiled because of a cop that's feared for his life, and you know what I'm saying, he just don't have the heart to you know he don't have the nerves to deal with situations and de-escalate. You know what I'm
oh
saying?
well,
And
we're
thoroughly
about to be to
investigate
the
like they're
point
supposed
where all
to.
that's gonna go straight out the window because you got the wrong person in office. So that's why I was like, again, y'all gonna have to play the game a lot smarter than this now. You waited till that bastard got in the office to want to do something.
No, they didn't. They was doing shit like when did most of these police killers really start being like more into like this is what's happening
COVID,
now?
2 to 3 years
Like
ago.
when they're like no, there was
2 to 3 years ago.
was that when Obama was in?
Obama hasn't been in office in almost 10 years.
I'm thinking about like when these murders started happening. It was before COVID. It was way before COVID.
But majority of the protests was happening during COVID.
No, Because I remember people would start. That's what I'm saying. Like
because for the first 3 years with Trump and
like
stuff like that,
just law enforcement in general was just wilding the fuck out around this time. And it was like when little kids was getting slung around, like thrown, like especially little black kids, little black girls in particular was being manhandled by white police officers. You know what I'm saying? Like people, like even black dudes that have actual concealed carry permits and licenses and shit. No, tell the police officer he has it with him, like his permit and everything. Where the weapon is.
Yeah, some of that stuff was still during COVID. It wasn't for the first 3 to 4 years of Trump being in office. Some of that stuff was still COVID.
I'm trying to think, like who's before Trump? Was it
Obama?
Like that's what I'm saying. Like that happened that's during Obama's term. Some of these, that's when some things started getting to people's.
But it really
it didn't come to a head until it didn't come to a head until fucking.
But that's why I said majority of it was still recent. Majority of it is still recent. Some of it, yeah, was still happen because it was always still going to happen because again, nobody really cares. Now everybody's recording everything and stuff like that. That's great. That's good. I'm not taking that from them, but I'm like, when you on the tail end,
well, it exposes. I mean, it exposes people and these police officers. So when they see them on the streets and they go in these neighborhoods, they know they can't go in these neighborhoods no more because everybody
even when
knows
you
what they look like.
They don't want to go in y'all neighborhoods now. They just gonna let y'all die. Y'all can kill each other. That's why they're not showing up.
I'm talking about even just patrolling. They ain't even got to be called for nothing. Like even just patrolling the area. You know what I'm saying? You got to stop and get some food. You know what I'm saying? You got to eat unless you bring your lunch with you. But in like reality, you see these sheriffs, you see the police officers, you see like these state troopers.
I barely see them. They on patrol over here.
Oh, well, because that's where you live at. That's where you live at. But I'm talking about like in areas.
But it's still a black community. You're not coming over here, whether it's where I'm at or not. They're not that interested in wanting to be around black people. You want to defund the police, shoot each other. Don't call us. That's where they at. Yeah, is that wrong philosophy? Yes, because it's not that deep. All of us don't look at you like y'all evil. It's unfortunately a good majority of y'all. But I'm like, you have sorry cops in every state. Unfortunately, they're not interested in protecting no minority. They're not. I'm not gonna pretend that they are. Y'all can't be trusted. Sorry.
Nope.
Especially since they can't, the little racist ones, they can't get away with what they used to get away with. It ain't no point in even doing anything. Or I'm gonna just do it up front. Or I'm gonna do it when I'm not in my clothes. That's all they're gonna do is pivot around it. They just not gonna be in their blues doing it. They still gonna gather together and go do it. They just not gonna do it in their blues. They're not dumb. They're not gonna lose their jobs. They just gonna come out their clothes and do it like they used to. I'm like, yeah, y'all used to kill black people in y'all regular clothes. Y'all haven't stopped doing that. Now that the law is sitting right here getting ready to lock y'all up because people tired of y'all, all right, bet. If I'm gonna get locked up, I might as well just kill you on the norm. I don't need to wear my blues. It don't matter who I am. I'm just gonna grab you, kill you, keep going. That's all they're gonna do. They're gonna go right back to how times was when it's slavery and segregation and all that other extra. Now they just gonna blend in. They don't need no body camera. They're not gonna need nothing. They just gonna snatch you, throw your phone, and just kill you and bury you somewhere. That's
Speaking
where they're
of
at.
Segregation. Do you remember this post? Somebody was like, they talking about like, you know, how would you feel if they went back to segregation? And it's like, would you be okay with it? And they're like, yeah, 100%. I'd be fine with it. And everybody was like, no, not okay. And the black lady was like, hell yeah. I'll be down with segregation because I want to know where I'm welcome at. like you said, whites only. Okay, fine. I'm not going to come over there. I'm going to go where, you know what I'm saying?
People barely welcome you. So we would crumble.
Huh?
I said black people barely welcoming. So we would crumble.
I'm saying the black dollar is worth a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? We're the top consumers.
But
we're the top consumers in the country. We buy most of the shit that
but
goes
we don't
around
have
this motherfucker.
nothing.
But when we take our money and go to other black businesses and go to other black businesses is a
That's
force to be
already
reckoned
sold
with.
out to these white businesses.
Not all
And now
of
you
them.
got
Not all
F.
of them. No, not all of them.
And then most of y'all don't even know how to treat y'all customers.
Not
So
all
the
of
black
them.
community will crumble like it always does throughout history. It's not going to change.
It won't. I think it'll be great. I think it'd be a good thing to see. You know what I'm saying? Like finally seeing people take care, our own people take care of our own people. You know, like you'll see who the whites is that actually be like, you know, we was just using y'all for money. You'll see who it is.
And that's everybody though. Everybody uses everybody for money.
Yeah,
Whether
but
you
you know,
black, white, Spanish,
but it'll help.
Asian. But
But it'll help drive your decision.
It's a hot mess.
It'll help drive your decision where you go. Like, I ain't going down to this.
Stay away from all y'all. But
I mean, you ain't got no choice. I mean, unless you know how to change your own tire, you know how to put that shit on the rim, or you know how to work on your own stuff. You know what I'm saying? You give like even from the simplest shit, like working on something at the house, like plumbing or something. You can have, you know, somebody with a black business do it.
And that's if they have one. Because I'm not gonna comb through the phone book or Google to be like,
well,
black
when you want it done,
business.
when it means something to you, when you actually care about black people and their businesses, you will search for that. Until then, you're not gonna do that. Yeah, so you just don't care about black people and their businesses. It is what it is.
I don't care about none of these businesses, in all honesty.
Well,
I'm like, white people, you just taking advantage because I'm like, again, y'all had the upper leg. You don't really do anything. Y'all don't even do anything for yourselves, for real, for real. I'm like, y'all have always been shady since the dawn of time. And black community just weird. Always has been. And that's just facts. I'm like, one minute we like each other, next minute we don't, but we are definitely the most biggest haters of each other than ever. And that's facts too, whether we rich, poor, or not. Black people have always been that daggone way. And that's definitely not going to change today. If anything, it's probably going to get a lot worse because you got too many entitled brats running around being like, well, I don't want to wear this black people stuff when I want to wear Versace. Well, guess what? They ain't black. Name brand ain't black.
I think that
some of them are.
The good black business owners will outlast the bad ones, if I'm going to keep it 100. Because, you know, black people ain't like if they know they got other options, they not going to come shop at your ass. You know what I'm saying? You have to actually be on your P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? Because you just go out of fucking business. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually be top tier, the professional.
Ain't built like that. So that's why I was like, again, it wouldn't last long.
This generation ain't got no damn money. So, of course, they're not going to be built like nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we the ones with the money. So, we the ones that we going to really only be dependent on. We the ones with the money.
If I would finish my statement about them being entitled, including our little lazy generation as in millennials, most of them don't have a job and they're not interested in it either. So like I said, it wouldn't last long because you can't sit right here and have the boomers and Gen X run everything because they're going to die. So we would be screwed. It would crumble.
No, we talking about people our age that are business owners. I know black business owners.
I do too. And it's not a lot of them. It's not. You're not, again, even with small businesses, it's not a lot of them. It's not a lot of people out here just wanting to create a business and learn how to do the trades and stuff like that. It's
not even like an actual business, but like just certain things that certain people know how to do.
But there's nothing wrong with that. You could definitely find anybody that's going to do that, but we're talking about businesses. We're not talking about average Joe Smo where I can just go next door and get some help. We weren't talking about them.
No. I'm talking about, let's say me, if I'm a mover. I don't have an LLC, but they know I got the skills for it, and they know I'm affordable. They know I'm professional. Everything. I don't have a business, but I do help people with shit, and they pay me for it.
Oh,
you know
the only people who would care about that is the IRS. Other than that, you're right. I wouldn't care. It don't make me a bit of difference.
Yeah, so I mean, like,
because they want their money, and if you don't, all they're gonna do is either give you a fine or give you a fine and toss you in jail. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's about it. When you start wanting to commit federal crimes and state crimes, they gonna band together. Of course, I don't mind. If you got a small business and stuff like that, I'm not against helping you. But when the odds are already stacked against you and getting far, far worse, thanks to Cheeto Puff, I can't.
I would say like you're talking about like we the biggest haters, like, you know what I'm saying, like the good business owners ain't on that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they know how to create the jobs. They know how to take care of people, give them the benefits they need,
I'm not
offer
including the
a
good business
product.
owners,
But
but
what I'm
the little
saying,
hateration, the ones that we do have that don't mind helping it crumble, whether it's Black owned or not, as we clearly see that we do this. We do it. That's a fact. They don't care if they ain't got nowhere else to go. A lot of people just do stuff out of sheer jealousy. As wrong as they are.
I'm saying they wouldn't have no choice but to deal with black folks if it was segregation, or white folks that claim to be an ally, you know what I'm saying? Or a business that claims to welcome, our money, but.
Oh, it's somebody who believes in unity, because I think all of it's nonsense. It really doesn't matter. I'm like, if you want to shop white, shop white. You want to shop black, shop black. Want to be an Asian, go Asian. And all of this really shouldn't play a part. Like, it's just nonsense. It just causes more division and more hatred at this daggone point.
You can't get more divided than segregation. So I mean, like, you ain't got no choice but to deal with it when if it happens.
It's going in
that's what they were saying, like hypothetically speaking. Yeah.
I mean, I don't really approve, because I'm like, why are we causing division just because of the fact that somebody's black or somebody's white? It's just stupid to me. And yes, I understand that white people started it. It's just like, what difference does it make? You still need my money. Like, who cares? And the products that I buy, unfortunately, thank God they're not from here. But again, if I want to get them from China, let me do that. It's going to come from there anyway. I really don't need neither one of you. I could buy it myself. You choose to just help whatever business you want. I'm like, why does it have to be black owned? Why does it got to be white owned? I'm like, why can't I just go where I want and be great? But I don't live in that type of country. Because unfortunately, I'm black. I live here. I kind of sort of have my freedom to do stuff, but you really just want my money. So what am I going to do? Other than buy the stuff myself, since I have the connections to do that.
I'm saying, if it gets down to that level, like whether it be like down to the states to pass shit down, because when you buy shit from China, it got to come in through these ports, and it's got to come in through these courier services. You know what I'm saying? Majority of them are white owned. If they decide they don't want to do stuff with black people, then how you gonna get this shit from China? You know what I'm saying? Like,
the good thing for them, they really don't care, because at the end of the day, they're getting paid to get your stuff here, regardless if you're white, black, or any other. They're set. They don't really give a damn. They're gonna get paid one way or the other. Now, the ones that are here, yeah, you care because you need me to walk in your store to buy it. But if I can get it without you, what am I going to you for?
Oh yeah, I believe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so you go to where you get it from, where you're actually welcome, where you're not called and treated, thought about like an animal.
Oh, I probably still am. Let's not sit right here and pretend like China and Japan and all of them like black people. They don't.
I ain't talking about them. I'm back local. I'm back on this soil. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. But that's the same way when you sit right here and you got these daggone black people who hate black people.
Yeah, we just don't go to them. Like, yeah, we just still don't go with them. We already know who they are. So it's like, being in the black community, we don't have a problem with exposing that.
And some of them are far smoother than we think they are. Because a lot of them are already rich and still don't like black folks.
Well, I mean, like, we know this kind of shit, like Jordan. Like, we know Michael Jordan don't care about black folks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, if we know this shit, then they have the decision to shop with him or not.
Division's not cool. They still buying this Jordan, so you must not care that much.
That's what I'm saying. They still decide to shop with him. But if he had competition, you know what I'm saying?
He does. And they still gonna get them daggone retros. They still gonna drop whatever Jordans, because Jordans is Jordans. They're still gonna get it, competition or not. Same thing with Sony, Xbox, and Nintendo. They're all competition. Some people gonna have all three. Some people gonna have Xbox and Nintendo. Some people just gonna have Nintendo. That's just life.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that lady was saying like shit. I'm like, damn, that's a good ass way to think about it. You kind of see for real, like who welcome you who wants your money, who don't want your money. If they bold enough to say that I don't want you, I don't
Everybody
want
wants
black
your
folks in
money.
here. If they bold enough to say that I don't want black people in here, that means they don't want black money. Everybody don't want your money. You know what I'm saying? Some people just have a store open just so you can come and, you know, they don't have
The
no
only
problems.
color that will ever matter is green.
Yeah, but
Target messed up, and I'm like, that's well deserved. But you always made terrible comments against black people. Target's been very, very vocal about not liking black people for a while. Walmart too. I'm like, come on now. Some things are just
really,
blatantly in your face, and
oh, talking about locking up the black the cultural shit, or what do you mean? Give me an
yes,
example.
that sounds like some of these daggone owners and stuff like that. They sit right here and tell you basically just a mule to them. You just a cash cow. They never cared about you.
That's fucked up. That's crazy shit.
It's
But
the
you
same
know,
way when you go on Black Twitter, they all find out who these daggone people be voting for and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, you already knew they was racist. So what you
yeah,
crying about? And you still went there to shop. So what you crying about?
yep. But yeah, you
So
just kind
when they
of
get
see what
when
happened
they
with
get to
Target. You know,
stumbling,
with the black dollar decides that is mad at you, that it is effective. You know what I'm saying? So that's further proof that
yeah,
when they do decide to do, if they decide to do segregation shit, the black dollar is just gonna be fine. You
well, the
know,
dollar's gonna go away anyway.
it'll
All of it's
behoove
gonna be irrelevant as soon as
it'll
Doge kicks in.
it'll behoove the white people not to be openly racist. You know what I'm saying? If
No,
they
it's
still
not.
want their
Thanks,
business.
thanks to Elon Musk. They've been trying to break the dollar for the past couple of years. So the dollar getting ready to be useless everywhere.
Yeah,
Y'all
we
want
just can't
Doge, do
win.
you? Oh, of course not. You're not supposed to. Because people focused
Yeah,
on the wrong thing. You
yeah.
keep on trying to live down here. Okay. You'll be down here. Negative. But that daggone cryptocurrency is coming, and that dollar ain't gonna mean that one daggone thing, whether you black, white, or not. It don't matter. Whatever you got is gonna be whatever you got.
What
And they're gonna
crypto
monitor it.
what crypto you gonna invest in?
I've already invested in a lot of them. So it don't matter for me.
What's your top mover?
Mm, I know right now Doge is actually doing pretty good.
Oh.
But I have some in some other countries, just in case.
Well, how's that? Was it? I keep wanting to say Solange. 'Cause I think about Beyonce's sister when I see that shit, but it's like SOL. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I keep seeing that shit pop up. And was it what's that other one? Ethereum is doing all right. Man, I remember I tried to do that shit for real heavy. I felt dumber than a motherfucker. It was like gambling and don't know what the fuck you playing. Like they're like people trying to sell me classes and shit. I'm like, man, fuck that. I don't, man. I need y'all to teach me how to read no chart. Nigga. I
Gotta
needed
know
that
when to get
help.
out.
Man, dog. Like as a gambler, I'm a terrible gambler. I give you $50. That's all you getting out of me. I'm not getting no more. When that $50 over with, I'm not buying nothing else. I'm not putting no more money in for shit. Man,
I usually
I
do
lost
like
that $50.
I usually do the penny stocks and stuff like that. It's easier to get money off that.
I was trying to fuck with the Forex. I was trying to fuck with that. I was switching my shit to yen and all that other shit. I didn't know when to pull that motherfucking shit out, but yeah, I didn't understand it, and I lost money. So I was like, "Yep, I'm not fucking with that no more."
You really, when it comes to watching stock and crypto and stuff like that, you really really have to pay attention to that.
I didn't, and the problem was I worked a long ass job, and I didn't have time to have my phone out and shit. So when shit went up, I could have made an earning if I just sold it. But then by the
I
time
only
that
went
shit
for things
plummeted,
that I knew were more like sure things.
yeah, I was doing
So
forex.
if I
Yeah,
didn't feel like it was a sure thing, I wouldn't go for it. I got one of them now that's just kind of sort of just like taking off. I'm like, yeah, I kind of figured as soon as Tesla came around, this was a better bet than trying to buy Tesla.
yeah,
Because all these
yeah.
gas companies and stuff like that, I'm like, I noticed that you've been getting rid of these pumps. I'm like, great, go ahead. I'll be rich. I really don't care.
Yeah. Uh,
Because once you get like the popular, like when you really think about like whatever's popular, think about the things that go with it. So I always went to go get like the accessories and stuff like that. Like I'm on the ground floor with like e-gaming and stuff like that. I'm like, I already knew that I was gonna make that a sport. I'm not dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
So whatever's
That's like,
popular, just find the accessory, put the money in, let it roll. It'll go up by itself. It's still rolling, and it's been 5 years.
yeah, my Netflix took a hit when them niggas started increasing the monthly prices. It's like, fuck y'all, we ain't paying no more money. My shit went
Yeah.
like,
The greatest ones that I know that I love when I got all of them when they crashed was the airlines. Every single last one of them. And now y'all skyrocketed right back up. And I'm like, as you should.
Yep. Yep.
And they're not coming back now.
Hey,
Hotels
coming
too.
soon. Coming soon. I'm gonna have the airlines set up like how we talked about. I'm gonna have that shit ready to go. I'm gonna hire the best pilots, the best midget strippers. You feel me? And I'm also gonna branch off and have my own special needs airline too, so y'all ain't got to worry about the embarrassment of taking your kids somewhere. You see me? So when them niggas want to get to stimming and shit, you still
need
be
to have a
winning.
kid plane too. Like if you got kids, I don't care what the age is, 18 and under, over there.
What?
You don't get the ride with the
No.
adults.
Why?
Nope.
Why? Why they can't ride with the adults?
I don't care. Why would I want to ride with kids for? I'm like,
Not all
I paid for
kids.
my
Not
first
all
class.
kids be
I
screaming.
paid for my first class experience. Y'all need to be on your own plane with your own car, including adults.
No, but the kids. What if they well behave?
I don't care. Get over there with the rest of them.
Fuck
Go
them
make
kids.
some friends.
Hell
You
no.
know how much you would probably get for just an adult plane only? No kids allowed. No infants.
That's the plane I'm talking about with the strippers.
I don't care about no stripper poles.
And the cornstarch. Yeah.
No, that's for ghetto people. I mean for bougie people.
So ghetto niggas
ain't
adults. That's crazy.
Sure enough. Irresponsible.
Stop eating all that damn ice.
I'm not eating ice. It's water in here. Jeez.
Why are you eating your water? Like you ate some.
I did have a piece of ice in my mouth that time.
Oh my god. This nigga eating water. Like if I spray a hose at you,
water. Jeez.
Oh my god, this has been fun. But nah, I appreciate you for hanging with me. You know what I'm saying? I had to do a pause for the cause for the bros, you feel me? But I do appreciate you still being available. Y'all go ahead and follow her.
Time off. So
I feel that. Got a little time slot. Well, look, go ahead and drop your socials so people know how to reach you.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
How do they, if they want to follow you on TikTok, what's your TikTok name? If they want to follow you on IG,
Midnight Lady J.
There you go.
On TikTok and Twitch.
There you go. If y'all want to follow me on Twitch, you can find me at NSFW_Mondo. You know what I'm saying? YouTube crew, don't forget to like, share this motherfucking video, subscribe if you haven't already. I know YouTube be wilding. So if you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? Huh?
She wants to make some money off TikTok videos.
There you go. She on here showing her feet. So y'all go ahead and go look. She's showing feet around this bitch. Y'all go look. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? But nah, thank y'all for hanging out. It's been a wonderful time. I'm trying to talk past this. Yeah, I'm trying to talk past it. I'm trying to help bring them to you. I'm giving you some traffic. Damn, chill out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm one of them hoes. Oh.
So look, she gonna be having the toes out, French tips, whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and let her know in the comments what you want to see. And yeah, man. Every 10th viewer.
Fun. You're welcome to tag me in the filter you want me to do.
Yep. Whether you want her, you know what I'm saying, oiled up or what, you know what I'm saying?
Filter. I know.
We finna be
you know daggone well what a TikTok filter is. Got nothing to do no oil. What's wrong with you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about. Trying to get her some views. But anyway, man, thank y'all for subbing if you have. We'll catch y'all next Saturday. Y'all be good. Love y'all. JK. Peace.
Now I love y'all, JK.